Hold on, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. It doesn't seem to be broadcasting my live. It says I'm live, but I don't see it broadcasting. I might have to end it and start again. Um, this thing's not going to broadcast. That's a problem. So we need to make sure that it's broadcasting. Hi, Devil Dog. Oh, I'm so glad to see you today. I really hope that you have plenty to say today. I really do. And today we're in the office. So we're definitely going to get some political talks done. All right, so it seems that Hi, Devil Dog. Oh, I'm so glad to see you today. It seems to be my Twitch is having an issue. Then, okay, we're going. All right, hold that thought. I'm gonna get something to drink, and then I'll be right back. Right. I'm back, guys. Still setting up a little bit. I just made a little bit of a mess. Hold on. I need to get some tissue. I spilled some kombucha. Let me clean up the kombucha. Clean up this kombucha. Oh gosh, I made a mess over here. Trying to get some kombucha over here. I made a mess. Hi, X Life Fang. How are you? I am here, guys. Oh, thank you so much, my darling. I appreciate that so much. Definitely appreciate that. I absolutely 100% appreciate that. Almost done, guys. I have to clean up the mess that I just made. I accidentally spilled some kombucha when I was trying to shake this up. And, well, now my kombucha is all over the place. So, let me add some water to this kombucha because I'm thirsty. And I'm going to clean up that mess. And then we're going to sit down and we're going to get to streaming, guys. Oh my God, I did it again. What's going on with this thing? It's not supposed to do this. This thing is not supposed to like drip the liquid out of this. It's supposed to be like sealed tight. It's a really expensive canister. So now I've got kombucha all over the place. Wow. Shake this up, guys. Hi, A-Boy. Thank you for joining my stream. XX, I'm almost coming to you. Give me a moment, my darling. I'm just cleaning up the mess that I just made, spilling the stuff. My dog is like, Mommy, I don't want anything to do with anything here. That's what Mommy's doing. We are almost done, guys. We are almost done. Kidder? Let's go, Kidder. Let's go. I don't think so. Come with Mama. Kidder, Mommy's not playing games with you. Let's go. You're gonna be in big trouble, mister. I'm not playing with you. You're gonna be in big trouble, mister. Don't you think for 1 second you get to do whatever you want to do. You know that's not how it goes. Okay, good boy. Stay inside this room with Mommy. Did you come inside? Yeah, you can stay inside this room with Mommy. I might, if you're a good boy, I might put you on my lap. But only if you're a good boy. That's the only circumstance in which you'll be on Mommy's lap. You gotta behave. Okay? All right, my darlings. Here we go. We're about to do this. We are about to do this. Let's monitor the battery life we have going on. Okay. And let's switch over to, oh wait, gosh boy. What is this? That should be that. We are switching over. We are making the transition. We have transitioned. So let's see, who do we have here? Mr. You look rather familiar. Thank you guys for joining my stream. I hope you guys missed me. Let me show you my beautiful, beautiful dress. Give me a moment. So I'm gonna pull it down so you guys can see. Mainly because you're not really going to be able to see while I'm sitting and streaming. So this is, you get a sneak peek as to what I look like in my gorgeous dress. And that's the only peek you're going to get. Because today is a political debate day. Double Dog, are you still with me? All right, guys, we know how this goes on my podcast, okay? It's really simple. Everyone gets to speak, okay? We respect each other's opinions here. When someone says something that we don't agree with, we agree to disagree. We do not say we don't say anything negative to each other. Hi, doctor. Okay, under no circumstances do we say negative things to each other if we don't agree with each other's opinions on the matters being discussed. Okay, with that being said, the options to call in are through my Discord, through my WhatsApp, Twitter, and Instagram. Plenty of options for you guys to call into. If you need access to my Discord server, you will go to my website. It's up there, dominusessence.myportfolio.com, and you will find the link on my website. The link to my Discord will be there. The link to the WhatsApp will be there. You would need to use your WhatsApp app to scan the barcode. When you scan the barcode, it's going to bring you to my WhatsApp where you can then chat with me and voice chat with me. Hi, doctor. You guys want to see Killer? Look who's here today. Come here, Killer. Let's go. Look who's here today. Killer. Killer's here. Killer's here. Killer's here. Killer's here. Woof, 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 woof. Look, I have Killer in his diaper, guys. Diaper time. Diaper time for Killer. Diaper, diaper, diaper for Killer. Killer has a diaper. I have to put Killer in diapers because he pee-pees in the house. He doesn't like it, but he's learned to deal with it. I think he gets like really, well, at first he used to be like super peed off about it, but I think he now understands that the only way to be in this house is by wearing that diaper. So he doesn't have any more complaints anymore. He used to complain all the time. Anytime I put that diaper on him, Killer, Anytime I put a diaper on Killer, I'm saying he's a very clever dog, okay? Killer is very clever, okay? Anytime I would put the diaper on him, he would wiggle and wobble, wiggle, and he would just always get out of it. Aw, XX, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment. When you guys give me compliments, you know that makes me feel good. All right, guys, so I'm going to open up the box on Scout, okay? And when that happens, that means you guys can call in as you choose to. Now, listen here. Yesterday we had a bunch of pervs in the Scout box, okay? Not only did we have a bunch of pervs, we had several men. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm sorry. I just don't understand people sometimes. We had several men making the accusation towards me that I do not give them attention because they're black. If I get any of that negative stuff, I'm closing off the box on Scout, and everyone would have to call in through my Discord. Okay? We don't want any of that negative stuff today. Do not accuse me of not talking to you because you're a black person. I will ban you, I will block you, and that will be that. Do not make that accusation today. It was absolutely ridiculous. I was so frustrated by the ignorance that not only did I block many people yesterday, I made a video. Well, I'm working on a video. It's not complete, but I'm working on a video. Okay. Yesterday, a man came onto my Scout box while I was playing Fall Guys. Now listen here, guys. Anyone with some kind of common sense would understand that if you're gaming, right, and you're looking forward, I was gaming on the PlayStation yesterday. If you're gaming, well, in this case, when I was gaming, right, I would be looking forward. I was looking forward at the game because I was playing the game. This guy came on my box. He mumbled something. I couldn't really hear what he was saying. I told him I couldn't hear him, and he got really upset. He exited himself out the box and then started saying ridiculous things on my chat. He said ridiculous things. And one of those ridiculous things was that I'm a racist. I don't ever allow black men to speak. I don't ever give any black men on my stream attention. He kind of just went on and on and on, playing the victim card. Okay? Calling me a B-I-C-C-H. Oh, he most definitely did. He most definitely played the victim card. Calling me a B-I-C-C-H and then threatening my life. Now, you guys know how Dominus Essence works, right? We know how I work. I'm a passive aggressive. I'll be honest with you. I did curse him out. Yes, he took me out of my character, guys. I'm not proud of it. I'm very ashamed of it, but I did curse him out. I gave him a piece of my damn mind because I don't appreciate when guys come here calling me the B word, okay? I'm big on that. Men should respect women, okay? And just because they've got little mental issues going on does not give them the right to come over here and disrespect me. So with that, Killer, cut it out. Cut it out. With that being said, I did curse the man out. I did. I gave him a piece of my mind. Did report him, did block him. Kind of done. I'm not proud of the fact that I did retaliate, but normally I handle these things in a very passive aggressive manner, which is what I'm doing now, right? Someone does something like this, I publicize it, right? I'll go and I'll put it on my Twitter and on my Facebook and make a YouTube video about it. That's normally how I handle these situations to get a little payback to these scumbags who think that because their feelings are hurt for whatever reason, they have the right to be calling the Dom here a B, okay? First off, no. Okay, you will not be calling me the B word. You better take that B word and shove it. Shove it somewhere where the sun doesn't shine, buddy, because I do not accept being spoken to in that manner. Okay, it's absolutely disgusting when men talk to women like that. Killer, we're not doing it. No, we're not. You know mommy's streaming, so you better get out of here with that nonsense. Of course you can call me beautiful, darling. I love it. Hold on. Let me hit the box. Come to the box and talk to me. You're always welcome, devil. So, yes, guys. That happened yesterday. XX said, I get tired of people playing that card in general. XX, I can't stand the fact that they play that card. Hi, Devil Dog. How are you, my darling? Let me raise the volume.
What's the topic? What's the topic? What's going on?
So today what we're going to do is we're going to discuss the debate. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Yesterday, I did not watch the debate because I don't have regular TV. So
I did.
Well, I know most people did.
And
go on. You can share.
Okay. What I'm going to say about debate is that Trump is getting so fucking tired of people talking shit about him, saying shit about him that's not true, constantly saying things that he didn't say. And last night, he's like, you know what? I've been waiting a year to tell this old bastard that you got no fucking mind of your own, and I'm gonna try to do it. But no. Listen, they had that little old ass mediator who's taking Biden's side. He wouldn't let Trump literally ask him a question. Now, I do agree that Trump asked him 2 questions. He couldn't even answer. Even the moderator, I can't say that word. He couldn't even get him to answer the question.
Who, Trump or Biden?
No. The what's the name? The moderator.
Moderator? The moderator?
Yeah. Even he asked Biden twice 2 questions. Can you answer the question? And this old bastard goes looking at the TV. Look, my people. I'm like, who are you talking to? This is who are you talking to? My people in the fucking TV. Come on now. So that was his agenda. Like he was talking to the people. I like the way Trump said, I've been here 47 months. You've been here 47 years, and I've done more in 47 months than you could ever do in 47 years. So what makes you now a candidate for president? You know why? Because you are a puppet for all these Democrats, all these socialist liberals who they want you in office, but they're going to run you. They're going to tell you what to do. You're a bitch. No person in this America wants a bitch as a president. Trump is not a bitch. He stood up. He was rude. He cut him off because he is so tired of almost 4 years getting bashed, getting impeached, getting accused. He's tired of this shit. He's like, look, let me do my other 4 years the way I did these 4 years, and y'all shut the fuck up.
So I didn't see the whole debate, right? I don't have regular TV, so I was waiting to watch it on streams today because I know that it would be online now. But I did watch people commenting on it today. Like I went to different YouTubers' channels where they clip certain clips, and from what I can see, Biden was avoiding all the questions being asked. And you know what's so insane?
Every serious question.
As soon as the debate was done, right, all of the news outlets were bashing the president. They were trying to make him look terrible. And I was sitting back and I was just laughing and I was saying, y'all just so full of it. They just really are.
I mean, what are you supposed to do when these outlets bash you and bash you and bash you for years?
Well, I think the president handled himself very well, to be honest with you, in the debate. I really do. And honestly, I don't think the American people are that fucking dumb. I can't see how they're going to fall for these antics and this propaganda from the Democratic Party.
You saw Biden. You see Biden get mad?
Oh, he did. Oh, he told the president to shut his mouth.
Shut up, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe he told the president to shut his mouth. Let me tell you what I saw recently.
He also said something else. He's like, no one wants to hear this. What was it? What he said? And he said, I mean, the president. I'm like, dude, you discredit yourself already.
I'm going to tell you what I saw.
Said? Nobody wants to hear this. He said something. I can't think of now. But it was bad. I mean, it wasn't a curse word, but he said, no one wants to hear this.
Oh, no. I saw that. Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And that moderator.
The moderator?
I don't know why.
Yeah. It's okay. The moderator.
Jack Wallace. He was just babysitting Biden.
Oh, sure he was. They don't have an agenda. Hi, Cinesticks. How are you, my darling? How are you? Doctor said I'm a racist? Doctor, I'm going to pop on you so much. I'm not a racist. You better stop that nonsense. You guys better never call me a racist. That is so not true. I am not a racist.
Hey, that's what they say if they don't like what you got to say.
I know. The left always calls you a racist if you don't agree with them. Anytime you disagree with them, you're a racist. Let me tell you what happened to me the other day. I was debating.
Biden even called Trump a racist.
Of course
that debate,
they
he
do
called
that.
him a racist. I'm like, wow, that's your topping point?
XX
you have no plan for
Biden
nothing, but you don't call him a racist.
Biden also had moments you thought he was going to stroke out every time he tried to recite numbers. Moments. Cynic says they called him a clown. They did, right?
Yeah, a clown. He said, nobody wants to hear this clown. And they say, oh, I mean president.
Well, wow. Listen here.
Any other country call the president a clown, there'd be problems.
Devil Dog, it seems to be that the people on the liberal side, right, they have this thing where it's like if they feel a certain way, their feelings are their actions justify the means of their feelings, right? So long as they're feeling bad inside, they can do whatever they want with no repercussions. Yep. That's like the new thing now for liberals. So if their feelings are hurt and they want to call you a clown, they can do that. That's like politically correct now. But go on, Devil Dog.
But it's like when you were a child, you say, I'm sick, right? I don't want to go to school. And your mama says you got to go to school. That's what Biden is doing right now. He has to get on debate because the puppets, masters, are telling them, get on stage and do your best. It don't matter what you say because you're not going to be the president. You're not going to lead nothing. Kamala Harris, that dumb, nasty... I'm not even going to say the B word because you say you can't say the B word on
I don't like when we call women the B word. I don't like that. Let's see. XX says, yes, no matter what color you are, they call you a white supremacist. Guys, oh my God, I'm so glad you said that, XX. I saw this thing today on YouTube, and let me tell you something. I almost wanted to fucking drop dead. All right. I saw this thing on YouTube. It was like another YouTuber commenting on somebody else's YouTube channel. And I love to watch these things because I do commenting all the time, right? So it was this Asian woman who had a show and she was talking to children. Do you believe that she was trying to teach these children about racism? But in trying to teach these children about racism, she was teaching the children racism? What do I mean? These little kids said things like, when I see white people, oh my God, the way I think about them. These are children saying these kind of comments. And this woman was just like putting this in their minds. Oh my God, I should find this video and we should watch this video. This was insane. But they're doing
just like telling your 5-year-old that he don't know shit in the world, but
they're being taught this.
Back him up. He wants to be a trainee at 5 years old.
Oh, that's another thing that they were showing on that show. It's a YouTube show. This Asian lady has a YouTube show. She was telling the children that if they think that they're a boy, it's okay. And one of the little girls said, when I was in the pool, I told my friends that I want to be both a girl and a boy. And they told me I can't be a boy because I'm born a girl. And that could never be the truth. And the woman said, oh my God. This woman told the child, darling, if you feel like a boy, then you are a boy. Oh my God.
Yeah, somebody asked you, do you have
kids? On a kids show. A kids show. This was on a kids show on YouTube. Zach comments, I do have children.
Matter if she has kids?
Yes, that's a good question. Why do you care if I have kids? Foy Doy says, all lives matter. Foy Doy, I am with you. All lives do matter. All lives do matter. All lives do matter.
Hey, you see what the Patriots were trying to put them flags over the Black Lives Matter in front of Trump Tower?
I did not see that. No, I did not. I did not see that.
Look that up. They put big flags of Trump and Trump wants America safe. Big flags they're putting over the Black Lives Matter that they still have in the middle of the fucking street. Who else can do that? Who else can put a fucking graffiti on the street?
Devil Dog, let me tell you
That's the only.
what one of my ex-viewers did to me just recently. This was insane, Devil Dog. Hi, Zach Collins. Zach, why would you say something mean? Guys, this is a positive environment. Please don't say mean things.
No,
The Elliptic, hi, how are you?
I'm not fat, and I'm 43
Thank you,
years old. I
Elliptic.
look better than you or any of your brothers. I'm 43, retired Marine.
Devil Dog, let me tell you what.
Don't make me take this off. Don't make me take this off. I am not fat. But that's the only thing you can say. I'm fat. Really? How you say I'm fat?
Devil Dog, don't pay him any mind. Guys, they say these things because they like attention. They want attention from you. That's why they do that.
A sugar daddy.
The Elliptic,
really?
people tell me that all the time. The Elliptic said that I kind of sound like Cardi B, no offense. But I mean, to be honest, everyone's always saying that. But the Elliptic, Cardi B is Puerto Rican Trini. So she has the Puerto Rican from the Bronx accent. And that's where I'm from. So that's why we have this same similar accent. And XX says, my favorite New York mural I seen was someone did. Ooh, wait, hold on, wait. My favorite New York mural I seen was someone did one on the street that said, fuck Cuomo and de Blasio. Devil Dog, let me tell you what happened to me on the stream the other day, right? I was doing a friendly debate with another streamer. We were gonna debate again. But for whatever I forgot the reason why we didn't end up debating again. We are gonna debate again. We just didn't do it yesterday. So I was doing a friendly debate, and I saw one of my original fans in his stream. Right, he and I were debating, or having a friendly discussion. I saw one of my original fans, so I say to him, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Why haven't you stopped by to see me? He didn't respond. Killer, cut it out. I'm not playing games with you, little dog. You're not gonna be here. You're not gonna be here disrupting me. If you're not behaving, you're going right back to the backyard. I'm not playing with you. Okay, don't have me coming and reprimanding you in front of my
sweetie. Hey,
yes.
Sweetie, let me ask you a question.
Yes, you can
Why
ask
is
me.
Zach asking to see my face? Is he gay?
He could be. Zach, are you gay?
What does my face have to do anything with conversation, dude? Go to another stream where you see a dude that really wants to get with you. I'm here having a good conversation, and you worry about how the fuck I look.
XX, thank you so
on.
much for complimenting my accent. I appreciate that. So let me continue my story, Devil Dog. Okay, so I was debating with Sound Soul, and Sound Soul and I were discussing his liberal views and how he feels that if they implemented certain liberal policies, it would bring peace and prosperity to America. We touched on a lot of topics, right? We talked about healthcare. We talked about immigration, the presidency. We talked about a lot. So my ex-viewer came on the stream. He would not respond to me when I chatted with him. And then right when the stream was ending, he said he used to follow me, but he doesn't follow me any longer because I started saying that Black people are responsible for all the things that happen to them.
Yes,
This is what he said.
true.
This is what he said. First off, no. That is very incorrect wording. Okay? See, just because we've gone over videos where Black people were inside them doesn't mean that I'm saying Black people are responsible for anything. That's like saying I'm only saying that Black people are responsible for their actions. Fuck no, I've never said that. Everyone is responsible for their actions, and everyone should take accountability for their actions.
Yep.
I have never, ever said that it's just Black people. And this is what he said. I was so, oh my God. I said, why would you say something like that?
You can't say nothing about Black people now.
Oh, of course, because then you get called a racist. So I told him, which he didn't respond, I said, how could you sit down and say something like that? You're going to say things like this just because I don't agree with you? And, well, here's the point I'm making. That liberal mindset. A liberal mindset. If you don't agree with them, you're their enemy. And they'll say anything. They'll make up any lie about you. Any lie about you.
Yep.
Oh, they'll say it all. They'll say anything. to discredit you. And they feel that
You
the
know,
ends
it's,
justify their means.
I'm gonna come back in when my time runs out. Hold on.
Go ahead. Keep on coming. So yes, that recently just happened. It's been a crazy couple of days, Devil Dog. So I had my ex-viewer. He was one of my first fans. So it breaks my heart. I'm really heartbroken by this, okay? Because he was one of my first fans. I appreciate my first fans so much, and I still keep contact with them. And so hear one of my first fans say this horrible thing about me, it really did break my heart. It really did. So
Why
basically,
can't people? Why can't? I'm sorry, but
it's okay.
based on what you said, like you said that was your first viewer.
One of
I
my
have
first viewers.
my family. We have gatherings, and somebody bring up something, and they'll say, "Well, David likes Trump, and everybody wants to gather on me." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of me! I'm not honey. Get the fuck off me." You want to debate something, I will show you facts. Now, if facts had no feelings, when I tell you something, then you'll be like, "Well, no, it ain't." Like a little kid. Yes, it is. That's a fact. I'm telling you something that Trump did. Trump is doing. But when I tell you that, you get act like a little kid and like, well, oh my God, I just got my ice cream taken away. I gotta be a little kid, and no, it's not. No, it's not. That's what Biden did. I mean, Biden did last night. He never answered no question. He said, "No, that's not true. No, that's not true. That's not true." But it was all true.
Devil Dog, I just saw a YouTuber put a video up, and this was the most clever thing, I swear. Oh my God, we've got to like watch all of these things. I think I'm gonna put their links on my website, right? So I'm watching the video, and he's bashing Trump, right? This YouTuber, he's bashing Trump. He's just bashing him and bashing him. He's like, did you know that Trump ran for presidency in 1987? Did you know he lied about his college education? Instead, he graduated with 4 degrees. He just went on with all of these insults, right? And he was like, I'm going to prove it to you right now. So I'm sitting there, I'm hyped. I'm like, all right, you better have some proof. If you're going to say this about my president, you better have some proof about what you're saying about my president.
Yep.
The clips he played were Biden. He played Biden's clip, and in his title on YouTube, he talked about how it's. Hold on a second, Killer. I'm not playing games with you. You better cut it out. Stop being a bad doggy. All the time when mommy's streaming, anytime I let you in the room, you're always finding things to make noise. Stop it. You're being a bad doggy. Stop being a bad doggy. I'm not playing with you, Killer. You better behave yourself. I'm telling you right now. Or outside, right back. Are you going to go to the backyard? I'll take your diaper off, and you're going to go right back to the backyard.
Hey, how come, it's funny, how come you have nobody on here that is watching you that will come on here and say something that will debunk everything we're talking about? People don't want to see what Trump has done. They only want to hear or see what he has said that was taken out of content.
Oh, everything he says is taken out of context. But listen here, okay? Everyone has the freedom of speech, including the president. The president can say what he wants. I don't understand. Like, people have this thing now where, like, people can't say things. I don't get it. I don't get it.
A lot of the news will CNN.
Mr. Wonderful, what did he do that was wrong? What did he do that was wrong?
No.
What did the president do that was wrong?
Trump had wanted to get on stage with Biden for over a year. So now, can you imagine if you're in high school and you get picked on, and all of a sudden, you know what? I'm finna take this motherfucker in the ring, and I ain't gonna be nice. I'm gonna whoop his ass. That's what Trump was doing last night. He was saying what the facts are, but no, everybody took him out of context like, oh, he's being a bully. No, he's been bullied for the last 3.5 years. He's tired of this shit.
Oh my
God. Mr. Wonderful, why don't you get on the box and explain and give us facts how he's a racist and he's a liar. I'm gonna see if any of them come in.
I doubt that they will. I don't think so. I don't think that they will. I really don't. I do invite you guys. Like, listen, if you're a liberal and you don't agree with our opinions, that's fine. You can share. We totally invite you here. We want to hear what you have to say. We're hoping that it's logical. We're hoping that you're not just saying anything without any evidence.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna come in here. You gonna tell them a fact. They're gonna get sensitive. You took my ice cream away. They're gonna get sensitive.
Mr. Wonderful.
Start crying, name call.
Mr. Wonderful, you're calling the president a narcissist and a liar and a racist. What are you basing this on? What is your evidence that the president is the things that you're accusing him of being? How do you just come and say these things without actually knowing him? Do you know the president personally? How come you people say these things about our president after he's done so much for minority America? The programs that the president has passed in the 4 years that he has served outnumber in great quantity what Obama has done for our country. I just don't understand the mindset. Hi, Mr. Wonderful.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you see me? Well, I'm sure you can't see me. I'm driving.
I can't hear you, but I can hear you. Let me hit the tape button. I hit the tape button for you.
Okay, I'm sure you can see me, and
I can't really see you because it's dark, but I can hear you. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm driving home from work, so okay. So here's the deal. Okay, there's been so many promises that were made by the current president. Okay, listen, I don't care for Democrats. I don't care for Republicans. What I do care is action speaks louder than words. That's always been my theory from day one.
But do you monitor everything that the president does?
Okay, hold on. Now you're telling me the man has been promising since day one he's been in office for a new reform health plan. Okay? Have we gotten it? No. Did he give us? Hold on.
Let me comment.
Hold on. Did he give us a tax break? Absolutely. Did we make more money? Some people did, some people didn't. But people don't realize that at the end of the year, when you file the taxes, you have to pay all that back. That's what people don't understand. Yeah, we got more money, but we got to pay that back. It's not giving us for free. Okay? And the lying, the just day in and day out, and then to play the pandemics and then openly publicly say that he didn't want to cause a panic. That's why he always played it down. I mean, for crying out loud.
Any president would have done that. If Obama was a president, he would have did the same thing.
Here's the deal. A real man, such as myself, okay, if I did something wrong, I will admit it. Okay? I will tell you right now, okay, I have a mechanic shop. I have well over 700 customers that come to me day in and day out. Okay? I tell them, I give them my word that I will do everything in my power to make sure that their car runs correct. Okay? I'm a man of my word. A real man is a man of his word.
Mr. Wonderful, do you understand that the president can't just do things, that we have 3 parties in our government system and they have to work together? The president just can't pass a healthcare reform. That's not how it works.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Okay, so now this whole ordeal that they wanted the Democrats and the Republicans to come in to bring in a relief for the American people that were struggling. Here's the deal about that. Here's the reason why it did not go as planned, okay? The Democrat were willing to pay, but the Republican wanted each and every individual state in the United States to pay $200 out of the state, and the Republican were going to pay the remaining $400. Each individual state don't have money anymore since this pandemic. That's the whole reason why this whole relief program never went through. Because the Republican wanted each state to pay $200 for every American that has filed for relief, and they were going to pay their little measly $400, while they wanted the Democrat to pay the full stem on their own.
Are you referring about the second stimulus?
The second relief that never came through.
You do understand though that the president can't just push something through, right? there's two other houses, and they have to work
You're
together.
right.
The president's the last step in that. You do understand
That's
that.
right. But why
So
did
he
he not
can't
push it?
he can't be blamed for that. I don't understand how he's blamed for these things.
Why did he not push it? If he brings this to the table saying that he wants the American people to get a relief, he already pushed the first one.
But it's not. It doesn't work that way. The other two houses have to push it through. They have to push it through, and the president has to either accept it or veto it.
That's right. Both houses has to agree.
Yes. So he can't be blamed for that.
Hold on. What the Democrat proposed was that they would raise theirs $1 trillion. They would raise their bill to $1 trillion.
How are they going to make this $1 trillion? Tell me that.
If the Republican would come down on theirs to be equally, the Democrats were willing to pay more than the Republicans, and they still never got the deal done.
Hold on a second. I'm going to read the comments that they're making here because I want to give them a chance to share their opinion, and they don't have access to the box. XX says, I'm looking for it on the website. They may have got rid of it, but several news outlets saw it. Cinestic says, the stimulus is funded by money printed by the feds. Which is a loan. The federal is a private corporation. It is not part of the government. Cinesix also says it's owned by the big banks. XX, thank you for the links. We are going to, let me actually copy and paste the links so we can get to the links.
Look, I don't know where he gets his facts.
Well, you know,
$100. It was $100 that the states had to pay to make it $400 on the second stimulus package. He don't know his facts. Secondly, the reason it has already gotten passed, but people don't realize that. Secondly, the reason the Democrats didn't want to pass it was because they wanted funding to these states that got demolished by all this riots and all this shit.
No, why should we fix that? Why should the American people fix that?
Trump said, if you didn't accept the federal government help to stop all your looting, all your burning, then why should we, the American taxpayer, come around and help you now?
Yeah, I agree with that. Why should we have to help them fix the chaos? They created it. Let them fix it. I feel sorry for the people who are innocent. I really do.
Your next door neighbor, you tell your next door neighbor you got a gas leak. He says, I ain't got no gas leak. Yes, you got a gas leak. I smell it. Then he lights a fire and it blows the shit up. I'm responsible for that? No, I'm not. I told you, you have a gas leak. The Trump administration said, if you want our help, we will come help you. You don't want it, you're not getting it. If you want it, we'll come fix it. So now we're supposed to give you money to these states that just didn't give a fuck?
Don't give them
for
effing
political
money.
reasons? No, fuck all that. Secondly, I guarantee that he got a $1,200 stimulus package the first time. If he didn't like it, he could just return it back.
That's right. You don't have to accept that stimulus package.
I better use that motherfucker to buy him some shoes, some whatever for the house. You will accept that money that you don't have to pay back. That's where he didn't get that money. Was free to any citizen in the United States. Free. You don't have to pay it back. Nothing. They didn't give a shit if you paid taxes. It was free. That's what he don't understand. I hate when people put out dumbass opinions not based on facts. That money you do not have to pay back at all. The second one, they had a lot of amendments to it because they want to take care of Democratic cities that got burned down, and they wanted more money for them. Trump said, no, this money is for the people, not for the states not for the states who decided not to do nothing.
That's right. Remember when Obama was president, who did he give the stimulus to? He didn't give it to the American people. He gave it to business.
He gave it to the banks.
That's right.
The banks.
Obama bailed out the banks. And the banks are what's keeping the American people in debt. If he would allow those banks to go under, every single one of us who had debt would have had a new, fresh start. Okay?
Thank you.
Yep. So, it baffles me. This man man who did something that hurt the American people, they fucking praise and praise and praise. But the man who we currently have as the president, who has done the best for the American people, they bombard him with such slander.
And they, you know, and 90% of people that I know that are black voted for him because he's black, not because he's qualified, because he was black.
It's true.
Are you serious? This is what we're doing? This is what we're doing in the United States? Because your color?
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, you know, it's only racist if it's against white people.
You know,
Because now, do you know the new definition of racism? If you're not white, you can't be a racist, according to the new definition
I know a lot
of
of black
racism.
people are racist. I know a
Killer,
lot of
what's wrong with
Hispanics
these
are
people?
racist.
Let's see what
It's-
Killer
you
thinks
know-
about it. Killer says, you're all being a bunch of stupid heads. Stop being stupid.
You know what? You know what? This whole issue, this whole thing, and everything going on will be just so easy if we just stop using the word color
Mm-hmm.
and just look at people,
I agree.
their character.
I agree. I 100% agree with that. Oh, we got a lot of comments here. XX says, I don't know. There are so many lies of his we can take apart with evidence. Same with him and law enforcement. And yeah, Obama and Biden gave it to the banks, car companies, and then Green Energy placed that went out of business with all our money. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you know that dude was talking about earlier, talking about why I can't show my face. That's because I work for the U.S. Marshals, and I'm not gonna jeopardize my job. I can say whatever I want, and whatever I put on my profile is not necessarily true. But the thing is, my job, I know how y'all are. If
Uh-huh.
I go with Trump, they'll look up my name, they'll look up everything about me, and then I'll be put on YouTube. I'll be put on.
Don't worry about it.
Social media.
You don't have to tell anybody.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this U.S. Marshal. He's speaking his opinion. He's speaking his facts.
Yep.
Oh no, we don't want that. I'll be fired.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I don't put my face on here.
There's a lot of people who've been getting fired because they're Trump supporters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's people who are not
But
getting
that-
jobs for being Trump supporters. That's what's going on in America now. It's really insane.
But a lot of people don't. Like I told, I think you spoke earlier about me being in Portland and Seattle, and seeing up front who was doing all this shit. First of all, if you have a curfew and they tell you to go home, that means either you don't have no life or you don't have a job. So you stay out late at nights and you want to burn shit down.
Yep.
That's not the kind of people. That's not the kind of people we want in the United States.
That's right.
Secondly, most of them are white. They are Antifa. They are anarchists who are doing this stuff. They're the racists because they're trying to make black people who say they're doing peaceful protests look bad. And people don't see that. They don't see that. They break the windows, but the cameras catch black people going in stealing. They don't see that what's going on. Those are the real racists. Antifa and them. But people don't see that beyond the surface.
I have
I've
a friend
been
that
there.
works for
I've
the
seen
CIA, and he told me that. He gave me like a little bit of inside knowledge. He said Antifa is a racist organization that doesn't want to see change in America, so they've taken over the Black Lives Matter movement and have caused destruction. I told him, if you're going to tell me that, I want to see some evidence, but he didn't give me any.
I don't like the Black Lives Matter movement anyway.
I don't either. I never supported it from the very beginning. And I got called racist and all kinds of things. I had people come into my stream and spam it with the Black Lives Matter fist. And I'm like, can you get that shit out of my stream, please? Don't put that in my stream.
Yeah. No one's life matter more than anybody else.
I agree.
That's what I said. That's why I said if we get the color off this whole issue from 50, 70 years ago, we just deal with your character. How you act is how somebody's going to treat you. In my job, if you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. I don't give a fuck what your color is. I don't care what you're driving. When I pull you over or I have to go in your house, whatever, I don't care about your color. I care about what you've done. Does that make sense?
That makes 100% sense. And now America is getting to a point where everything is about color. Now, they say that this is the way it always was, but it wasn't. It maybe was that way several years ago, like a generation ago, perhaps. But we made so much progress, and the progress is totally reversed now, all in the name of an election. And this is due to the liberals wanting to win. They will stop at nothing to win this election, even if that means breaking apart the American people and making the American people hate each other. They will make the American people hate each other. They don't care about you. They're a bunch of rich politicians. They don't care.
Democrats has always been a color issue.
Yes, they make everything about color.
Republicans has been about what you do with your life and what you make success of it.
Mr. Wonderful says, so you're both okay with Donald Trump having 4 more years, risking the idea that we might have a civil rights movement? Listen here, Mr.
Civil
Wonderful.
rights movement? No, it won't happen.
If we have a civil rights movement, it's not because it's because of the liberals. So what do you mean? So you're saying so we should accommodate the liberals? Is that what you're saying? So that we don't have a civil war?
That's a scare tactic they're using.
They always
right
use
now,
scare tactics.
saying if we don't win, we're gonna have civil war. I tell you what, if
you better
Trump
not bring
wins,
civil war over here
there's
to
no
me.
way there's gonna be a civil war because there's nothing civil to fight about.
Yes.
They're gonna be the same ones down the street burning shit now.
It's not civil war. That's terrorism. What you guys are doing are terrorizing. That's not civil war. That's terrorism. Destroying things, that's terrorism. Everything that's happening, that's terrorism. Civil war. People are so easily blind. Yeah, that's exactly how we feel about you guys. We feel you're easily blinded.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
Yes, I
perfect.
can hear you.
I'm so good. I'm glad you can hear me. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, it's not about a civil war. Okay, it's a civil rights movement. Okay, and listen, I don't
civil rights movement.
Listen, hold on. I don't condone violence. Neither do I condone people messing buildings and people's income. You know, destroying property damage. I don't like that. Okay, I agree with you guys. I really don't like people doing that.
But they are doing
they
it.
are peaceful protesters. But here's the deal. Okay, it's not about the white people versus the black. It's about the people, the white supremacists, the KKK.
We don't have white supremacists in America. That is a political agenda.
Listen, I am full-blooded Hispanic, okay? I'm full-blooded Latino, okay? I see both sides. I have been and lived in states that have been completely racist towards me.
What kind of things did they? What kind of things you experienced?
Hold on, you're talking about a town that only had 2,000 people, and I deliberately told my mom. My mom's from Puerto Rico. I said, Mom, check this out. They make this in Puerto Rico. The lady, white lady, deliberately turned around and looked at me. She goes, why don't you go back where you belong?
Listen here. You're going to experience that kind of treatment from any race.
I understand. Okay, I understand you're going to experience that everywhere you go.
No, I'm not just saying white people would do it to you.
But why add wood to the fire?
Listen.
That's my point. My point being is that there are a lot of Caucasian people that love black people, okay? I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the white supremacists. Okay, listen, all right? I jump on here, you know, to make friends and to hang out with people, okay? I'm not looking for nothing serious today or anything. But look, my wife is Caucasian, 100% white, okay? And I'll be bluntly honest with you, okay? I get looked down on where I used to live. Looked down on because of this. Okay, now.
Why do you care? Why does it affect you?
Now that's the question that I'm going to answer. Why I care? Because I have 2 daughters that are mixed girls that are going to grow up in this mess if we don't get it resolved.
We're not going to get it resolved in this generation.
Make everyone equal. Make everyone equal.
We can't. So, okay, all right, so laws get passed. A law gets passed, everyone has to be treated equally. They passed a law. How do you enforce that law?
Everyone should be treated equally, no matter what color.
We
race,
can't
where
force
they're
people
from.
to do what they don't want to do.
Okay,
and-
everyone should be treated equal.
Listen, I agree with you. In a perfect utopian world, okay, that yes, but we don't live in a perfect utopian
You're right.
world. We
But
live
why-
on Earth.
Okay, you're right. We don't live in a perfect world, but how about we try to make the best of it?
Well, we can, but having
condemn and prosecute the people that likes to initiate these types of problems.
I don't know, because a lot of things that I've seen online lately have nothing to do with white people initiating anything at all. Listen here, we can't solve the problem with violence or with
You're right,
rioting,
you're absolutely right. I totally agree with you on that.
but that's how people are trying to solve the problems. They're trying to solve it with violence. We can't get to that positive end goal if we're using negativity. And that's what's happening. Now, I understand what you're saying. It's unfortunate what you experienced. Very unfortunate what you experienced. However, it takes generations and generations to make change.
Right.
We can't expect it to happen right away.
But here's the deal. Let me ask you a question. In the whole entire time that you and I have been alive,
Go on.
okay? In the entire time that you and I have been alive, I don't know how old you are. I'll tell you right now, I'm 41. I'm getting ready to hit 42.
I'm 38.
Okay? I've lived in many, many different states.
Devil Dog, hold that
You know
question.
You know what?
Hold on, Devil Dog. XX has a question for who was it that was in here? Was it Mike who was just in here? His question is, ask him if black or Hispanic person tells him to go back. If a black or Hispanic person tells him to go back, are they white supremacists too? Racism or anything will never be reduced to zero. You can't say crime will ever be reduced to zero. There will never be a utopia because everyone thinks different. And I 100% agree with him on that. Everyone has to think.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, I
agree
do.
with that because like I said, I've served 20 years in the Marine Corps. I've been to almost every state in the United States. I've been in a lot of countries. I've never had nobody tell me to go back where I came from. So I'm not saying he's lying, but I do think Mr. Wonderful is intelligent. My family's mixed, black and white, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, everything. You shouldn't worry about, let's say, one person told you that, and then compare the one person to the whole United States.
That's a very valid point.
You have ignorant people everywhere.
That's true.
You're not gonna find a perfect area where you can grow flowers and everybody's gonna say, "Hey, how you doing?" No, that's in movies.
Yeah.
But what you can do is that teach your kids to look at everybody according to what they do, not how they look.
Yeah.
So that will raise a generation now that it's not about color. Let's stop worrying about color. Color has nothing to do with it because a white man can get a tan. Now he's colored? No. A black, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That makes no sense. Your color has nothing to do with you. Your color has nothing to do with you. Your hair texture has nothing to do with you. It's what you do. It's what deals with you. That's how people gonna judge you. If we don't stop saying the color. Come on, we did that when we were in elementary school. We were doing colors. We were, drawing shit. It wasn't no issue. And now we're adults and we worrying about color. No. Judge that person according to who that person did, what that person did to you, not based on the color they were.
Yes.
I've seen more black people being racist towards white people because they always use the honky, the cracker. And then I get black people saying, I'm going to use a word.
They can say racist stuff all the time and there's no consequence for it. They get no consequences.
They call me a nigger. I said,
I'm
I'm not a nigger. I'm sorry. I'm not a nigger. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I can't tell you how many times I had black people call me a white bitch. And I'm clearly not a white person, but they've called me white bitch. They call me fucking racist. Like, you don't even know me, bro. Like, why would you say that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't, just because I'm Puerto Rican Hawaiian doesn't mean I'm automatically into one group.
I've also had white people say mess up things to me too.
I'm your friend. but don't put me in a category. I am not a nigger. I'm not a white dude. I'm not a Hawaiian. I am American. Don't put me in this group because I'm not in anybody's group. The only group I've ever been in my life was the U.S. Marine Corps. Okay, so when people see color, they're like, "Oh, I can say this to him, or I can do this." But let a white person say nigger, oh, you gonna jump his ass?
Oh yes, oh my
That
God,
makes no damn sense.
Fuck them up.
No sense at all. And that's my point. What I said
Thank you,
earlier.
XX, for your
Let's leave
compliment.
the
Thank you
color
so
out of
much.
it. Leave the color out of it. Hey, dude. Hey, man, you my brother. Oh, yeah, you my friend, dude. Yeah, let's do that. Don't say, you my white brother, or you my nigga, or you my Mexican, or you my SA.
But
No.
they do that all the time. They distinguish you by
All
what
the
you are.
time. And I'm like, no, I'm not that. I'm not what you want me to be. I am me. If you don't like it, then we just don't talk. But don't put me in a group automatically because of my color. Because I tan like a motherfucker.
All I know is that I love everybody equally, okay? And I don't go around judging anyone.
You know
I
me?
never
You
have.
know how I am? I hate everybody until I get to know you.
You hate them? What?
But you know why I say that? Because I can't love you first.
Oh, I have love for
rather-
everyone. I'm
I
always
would
nice to
rather
everybody.
hate you first and then build love. Just like any relationship. You don't know the person. You can't say I love you.
Well, I give kindness to
You
everyone.
can't say I don't know you.
I give kindness to everyone. It really doesn't matter what race they are.
I give kindness.
I can't see myself not being kind to people.
All right, so the question that I was trying to ask you earlier, which I mean that gentleman, I'm driving, so I can't really see his name. I'm driving home. I live about 45 minutes from my job, so I'm
That's
driving home.
Devil Dog.
So listen, so my question that I was going to ask you was, in the last 2 decades, the last 20 years, okay, I don't know how old you are. I'm just going to go based on
I'm
my
38.
age, okay?
I'm 38, darling.
In the last 20 years, I mean, can you honestly say that in the last 20 years you have not experienced or have heard
Racism?
the racist
I have.
like we have in the last 4 years? I mean, but not the extent like we have in the last 4 years.
I have experienced racist things, yes. I don't want to call it racism. I would say more prejudice. And it was actually people of different races. It wasn't, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. I gotta take this. I will be right back. Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. Just be patient with me.
do you guys want? What? I gotta feed you guys. What do you want? Huh? Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, buddy. Ah, get back. That's your brothers. I gotta put you in the kennel because you get too wild. Come here. Get in here.
I'm back, guys. Kidder, mommy's back. I am back, guys. Sorry, I always hate to leave you, but when you guys hear that ringtone, okay, that is my premium services. You see this number that I have here? This number right here is one of my premium services that I offer to my fans. So those premium services, although they're paid premium services, I give my viewers free minutes all the time. I give out free minutes. So that, and when I tell you that I will pick up this phone when you dial that number, I do not play games. I don't care where I am. I pick up that phone, okay? Because this is a reward that I give to my viewers. So anytime someone subs to my channel, they get free minutes. Anytime someone donates to the channel, they get free minutes. My loyal followers who accumulate followers points, they get free minutes. So when that phone rings, when you hear that ringtone, I'm always going to pick it up. I'm always going to pick it up because that's how I reward my viewers. I give them free, talk time with me. they don't have to only wait for free talk time. They can choose to pay the rate to talk to me, but that's what that is. So I do apologize. I'm back. I hope you guys didn't leave me. Please come back to me and let's continue this debate. Devil Dog, are you still with me? I hope you guys are still with me. I apologize so much. Are you still with me? Okay, thank you for not leaving me.
I had to set the phone down. I got.
Oh, you got home, I see. Okay, awesome.
Well, no, my wife is gone and with my daughters. And listen, so I can show you guys that I am not, how I would say prejudiced or racist. I have a black and white cat, and they're both brothers.
I wouldn't think that you're racist at all.
If you think I'm lying to you, look. Here's the white one. Check it out. Look at him.
Oh my goodness, look at that kitty. Hi, little kitty.
That's the white one, and then here's the black one right here. Look.
Oh my God, look at that push face. Look at that face.
They're both blood brothers. They're both blood brothers.
I love animals, I really do. Come on, baby, come back to mama.
I had to make a promise to my daughters that I had to take very, very good care of them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Now, both of my wife and my daughters are out in Kansas right now. So her mother had a double bypass surgery.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope she's gets better.
So I live here in Florida. I live here in Fleming Island.
I heard stories about Florida. I've heard some stories about my sister and her husband live in Florida, and they've told me crazy experiences that they had being Hispanics there, which baffles me because there's so many Hispanics in Florida. You wouldn't think that they deal with racist stuff, but according to them, they've experienced a lot of racist encounters.
Yeah, my thing is this: when I come home, I go to work and I come home. I really don't mingle too much with too many people. I have a small business of, a mechanic business that I actually run. And so, I come home, I read all my emails and I make my decision. Okay, guys, look, I can work on your car this weekend. Yours going to have to come next weekend. And
where did you, I'm so sorry, but where did you meet your wife, if you don't mind me asking? I know that's a little bit personal, but I'm just curious.
No. Oh, I'm glad you asked. So, sorry about my hairdo. I just got off work, like I said.
You're fine.
I'm so tired. I haul gasoline for a living. I've been hauling gasoline for 15 years.
Oh my goodness.
I drive an 18-wheeler, but I'm home every night, so I like that. But anyway, so let me tell you a little story. So you want to talk about what is those dating TV celebrity shows that come on TV?
They have several, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about. They have several dating shows. Yeah.
So me and my wife, our our life went really quick within a year. So I met my wife through a dating app. Okay. We met. We became official in, let me see, we met in July.
Was it eHarmony?
Huh?
Was it eHarmony or Match.com? Those are like the main ones that people use. Or was it like one of the free ones, like Scout? Was it like Scout?
It's no longer existing. It's called Date Hookup.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, it's DH. This is back in the Midwest when I used to live out there in Kansas. So, so we met. We made it official.
That is so cute.
Yeah, we made it official. Now, this is not. I need you to understand what I'm about ready to tell you all happened within 1 year. Okay, so here we go. So we met, made it official. Went to her parents' house for Thanksgiving. I stayed the night there. We did the little dirty, whatever, at her parents' house.
Oh my goodness.
Then come to find out, her grandmother passed away under her watch and her mother's watch. And so by law and for homeowners insurance, you had to have someone living in the house in order for the house to be insured. And so that being said, I gave up my job that I had and I moved 2 hours to be with my wife. At the time, we were just dating. And so here it is, almost a month later or a couple weeks later, we're living together. So I can't remember exactly when or how this all happened, but I'm coming home from work and she hands me a damn paper lunch bag, the brown ones, okay? And it's small, and I'm like, okay, cool, this is what's up, you know? She got me something, I'm all excited, she probably got me.
I want to hear the rest of the story. Come back. I want to hear the rest of the story. Go on.
Okay, so I go and she hands me this paper brown bag, like a little lunch sack bag, and I'm like, cool, this is what's up. You know, she bought me something for the truck or for my car or whatever the case may be, because at the time that's when I actually started tinkering with cars. So I open it up, and the first thing I pull out was a freaking bib. And I'm like, what the heck is this for? You know?
So cute.
And I didn't catch the theory behind it. So I'm like, what are you telling me? That I eat sloppy and I need to wipe my mouth? You know? So I proceed to go ahead and dig into the bag, and I pull out a pacifier.
She was telling she's pregnant.
Are you telling me that I need to shut my mouth with this damn thing, you know? and I can't remember what else I ended up pulling out. And so I'm like, what is all this for? You know, and her mom is right there in the kitchen.
Oh my
You know, her
God.
dad was back in the house. Her mom was there and everything. And she goes, I'm pregnant. I about fell over and had a stroke.
Oh my goodness.
And so we deliberately went to the calendar, because she went to the doctors and didn't tell me. She went to the doctor, and the doctor was pretty much telling her about what time she got pregnant. So we go back to the calendar and we start counting the weeks, and it comes back to Thanksgiving week. And that's when she was with her mom and lived in her mom's house, and we slept together at her mom's house, and that's when she got pregnant.
The first time you guys did it? The first time?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, the first time, yes. And the crazy thing is that she was not able to have babies through what her doctor told her, because I guess something had to do with she wasn't able to produce enough, or I don't know.
It's probably like cysts. Like women get cysts inside their
I
ovaries.
don't know what the case was. You know, I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, so back to the story. So at the time, I started doing my job that I've had, and in order for her to have health insurance, we had to be married for me to have health insurance on her. Because at the time, she was working as a nanny for one of the Kansas City Chiefs players, taking care of their kids. She was a nanny there. And so when she got pregnant, she had to stop, because she just wanted, to take care of herself and whatnot. And so I told her, I was like, well, either we pay $700 each visit to the doctor, or we're going to have to get married, and it makes it easier for both of us as far as health insurance. And so I proposed to her. How I proposed to her was, we went out to dinner. Cheesecake Factory, of all places, love it. You cannot go wrong when you go there to eat, okay? So we went to Cheesecake Factory, and I was going to propose. And so I already had the ring. We went out to dinner, and I ended up putting her ring in one of the, like a drink, like a clear drink. I think she had like Sprite or something. I just dumped the ring in there. And they only had like 4 or 5 cubes of ice. So you had to notice, you had to see it once you got down to the bottom. And so she finally found the ring, and I proposed to her. And so here we are at the end of the night of the restaurant. We're getting ready to leave home. We go out to pay, and the people behind the counter goes, your bill's already taken care of. And I'm like, well, what do you mean our bill is taken care of? Well, apparently the people that were sitting next to us paid our bill.
Oh, because you proposed? That's so sweet.
It was just only me and her there. You know what I mean? And so that's how that came about. So here it is. So now December, we find out we're married. I proposed. March, we get married. August, we have our oldest. So all of this transpired within a year. So we date, engage, baby, marriage, had the girl. In a year.
Wow. Oh my God.
And yeah, that was 12 months we did all that. I mean, it was like knocking everything out, like bam, 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 bam.
How many years have you guys been married so far?
10 years.
Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful.
10 years, and we
That is so
already had our
beautiful.
second daughter. So we have two. So our oldest is Abby, and our youngest is Annalise.
Those are beautiful names. And I
Yeah.
bet your babies
Well,
are gorgeous.
Because my parents are from Puerto Rico, I was born here in Massachusetts. I wanted a name that would resemble
Finish the story. I want to hear it. I think that is it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I wanted a name to resemble English, but yet Spanish. So you can say Annalise for English, and then in Spanish it would be Annalise. And then in Spanish for my oldest is Abigail, and my oldest in Spanish is Abigail. So I wanted, a name that was English/Spanish. So now my oldest is the age of how long we've been married.
Aww.
And then the youngest is 2 years younger than my oldest. So my oldest now, since we moved here, she takes ice skating competitively here in Florida. She ice skates.
Wow. That's
Yeah. So we travel as far as down to Miami for competitions. I mean, I probably put out about $4,000 a year for my oldest to compete.
Wow, that's amazing. You're an amazing
Yeah.
daddy to do that for your baby.
It's expensive, but she competes at the age of 10. She competes against 15 and 16-year-olds. But she started at the age of 5.
So she wants to be like a professional figure skater?
Figure skater, yes.
Wow,
Yes.
what a beautiful dream. I remember wanting to do that when I was a kid, telling my mommy that's what I want to do. I would watch figure skating all the time on TV. But
I'm gonna
when
see how much battery power. I should be able to have enough. Let me see if I can show you.
when you grow up in the city, you don't have those kind of
This
privileges.
was about 3 years ago.
Oh, so beautiful.
You can see she's missing her teeth.
Oh, so cute.
And then my youngest, I believe this one, she was either 1 or 2.
Oh.
A little
So
rump face.
cute.
And
They
they
grow
both,
so
okay, so
quickly.
my youngest has blue eyes for mama.
Your wife has blue eyes?
Yeah, dark blue.
Wow,
Yeah.
blue
So,
jade is not the
I don't know if
dominant.
you can see. I'm gonna try to get close enough to where you can almost see it.
Oh my God, so precious.
Okay. And my oldest has my wife's grandmother's eyes. She has green.
Wow, you had some exotic babies.
Yeah. So that is Annalise.
She is
And
so precious.
that
Oh my
is
God, look
Abigail.
here.
So
Oh,
yeah.
they are precious. God bless them both. They're so
I'll show
beautiful.
you here. I'll show you the family portrait here.
You are so lucky. You
Okay,
are
let's see.
blessed
So
indeed. Blessed
This
indeed.
was Abigail when she was a baby all the way through, with the exception of the last picture. So you're gonna see Abigail when she was months old.
Oh, look how adorable. Look at that little chunky baby. Oh my goodness. That little chunky chunks. Look at those chubby cheeks.
So right here, she won a pageant. She won for a pageant for looks and whatever the case may be. But that was her when she won a pageant
Oh, so precious.
with a little green tutu.
Oh my goodness.
So,
So
all right,
precious.
so now we're gonna move on. This is when me and her we got married. She didn't even have a baby bump yet.
Aww. Aww.
I was so nervous that day, girl. Let me tell you something. And the sad thing is that I don't know who my real dad is, and so I was raised by 2 very abusive fathers, and I pretty much had to learn everything on my own. Like, I didn't know what it was to buy a house. I didn't know what it was to buy a car. Yeah, I really didn't. I didn't have the guidance growing up, I was a rough kid in school. I mean, you're talking, I lived in the state of Kansas. It's a country town. I am full-blooded Hispanic being brought up by some rough country folks. And I picked up on that, you know what I mean? So although I had the respect towards people, you know, no matter who they were and what they, you know, what they did or what they are, because that's how I was brought up, you know, but I was missing a lot of the guidance of a male figure in my life. So I'm not saying it because I was in and out of jail. I never was. God, I went to jail one time because I paid an unpaid ticket. I was there for 4 hours. I almost cried my face off.
Oh my goodness. They put you in jail for that? You went to jail for not paying a ticket?
Well, I was working construction and I left town for 30 days and I forgot to pay it. So I went fishing.
They shouldn't put you in jail for that though. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I went fishing and they ran my tag on my car. Come to find out that I had a warrant for my arrest.
Oh my God, for a fucking ticket? You see why in America you're not, oh my God, that's ridiculous.
So long story short, I mean, I paid my $250 fine and I was out. I mean, but still, that's 4 hours.
Yeah, but you still went to jail for it though. Like no one should go to jail for something like that.
Well, that's how strict the state of Kansas is. If you don't pay a ticket, you know, if you don't show up for court or pay your ticket, they'll put a warrant for your arrest.
You see why we need less government involved? We need less government involved. Like, why should we have to go to prison for not paying a fucking fine? That's crazy.
These pictures here, the next picture. Okay, so this picture here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to set it up where you can see both of us. It's kind of hard.
Oh my God, so precious.
Yeah, that's my oldest there. So, okay, so the next set of pictures, we took these pictures, I want to say probably 2 years ago.
Your wife is very lucky to have found you.
So 2 years ago, so here they are. Here's both of my girls together. I'm trying to see if I can get the cat. There we go. I can get the light out of the cat. Okay, so that's my youngest, and that's my oldest. She's all about mama. I'm going to tell you that right now. If she can turn herself into a rib and climb up in there, she will.
That's how the youngest are. The oldest always loves daddy, and the youngest always loves
about me. My oldest is about me. This one here. Okay. So that's that. And then here's the family picture, all four of us together. This was taken here about 2 years ago up in, I want to say, Southside area. There was a Portraits Innovations, I think is where we did it. There's that right there. And then that's my youngest being silly.
Your babies are so precious. They really
That's
are.
my
They're
youngest
so
being
beautiful.
silly. And then this is me and my wife here.
Oh, you guys look so happily married too.
And this is my wife's mother. That's her dad.
Oh, she looks very young.
Huh?
The mother-in-law looks very young.
Yeah. And so that's mama, that's dad, that's me, my wife, and both of our girls.
Oh my God, so beautiful.
Let me tell you something about him. Okay, he's a character and a half. Okay, he's about as stubborn as they come. Okay, but a good stubborn. He pretty much molded me in who I am today in the last 10 years.
So you would say that he was the father figure that you get to have?
Yes, he was a father figure. Anytime I had any question, like my first time buying a house, I had no idea what I was getting into. I had no idea. So I had to sit down and say, look, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm doing. I never was taught this, you know, or if I had any questions, I'll call them and say, hey, this is the dilemma. What am I supposed to do? You know, and so if you was sitting here in my living room and he was here and I had a question for him, the first thing that would come out of my mouth would say, hey, Dad. That's how I talk to him. I would say, hey, Dad.
I think that's so precious.
He's my dad. It's just...
He is your father. That's your father-in-law, and you didn't grow up with a father, so he is your father.
He's taught me everything that I've known.
He's your father through marriage. When you marry someone, their parents are now your parents as well.
Right, you know, and so it's just it's crazy. So this one here, let me see if I can turn light on it here. This one here was, I want to say 4 years ago.
Oh my goodness, so precious.
About
you
4
have a
years,
very,
4 or 5
very
years
beautiful
ago.
family.
I think he was just turning 5, getting ready to start kindergarten.
You see though, like how your story, like proves that in America there's actually more love than hatred. You
Yeah.
married a white woman.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah,
parents
well,
accepted
and
you
it's-
being an
it's
Hispanic
crazy
man.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. I got to wait for my cats to finish eating before I go to bed because if not, they'll
Make a
terrorize
mess?
my house, knock things over. They'll play late at night and I hear things fall and I hear, yeah, no, we got to put them away. So, so when I met my wife, she had a little cat called Gizmo. His name was Gizmo.
Oh, what a name! What a name for a
He
cat.
was a really,
Gizmo.
really, really cute cat, and my wife.
Oh, that's so cute. Calling a cat Gizmo.
So my wife had him for since like baby kitten, like baby kitten, and when we moved out here, it had to be about a year or two later. The central unit in our house, my first house that I bought, the central unit went out, and we were away from the house, and of course he was already 15, 16 years old. He was already old.
Oh.
And the heat from the central unit going out stressed him out and put him into a stage of he was getting ready to die.
Oh, that's so sad.
So, here it is. My house is sitting at 95 degrees and climbing. It's summertime. The cat is halfway dead. So she had to load up the girls, put the cat in a kennel, take it to the vet. The vet said, there's nothing we can do for the cat. And you gotta put the cat down.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
So it devastated both of my girls, And so I said, well, the only way we can fix this is we'll wait a couple months, and for Christmas we'll go down and grab them a cat of their own. So, of course, my father-in-law is very allergic towards cats, so we have to get a certain kind of cat that has very, very low dander, so it doesn't mess with his allergies. Hence, Persian and short-haired exotic cats are that low dander. So we get there, and of course, these two runts that I have now, which there's days I love them, and there's days that I just want to pick them up by their tails and hang them outside to dry. Because they just, oh my
Get
God,
into
they would terrorize the house quick. And I can go to work, come home, there'll be hairballs all over the freaking carpet because they were fighting. And
Cats are funny.
They're vacuuming the floor, and you guys want to make a mess.
Cats are really, really funny. They really are.
Yeah, and so my girls picked the cats according to their personalities. It's weird how that worked. Because Hershey, which is the short-haired exotic, is very mischievous, likes to get into crap, likes to start fights, and is very demanding towards Marshmallow, which is the white one. My youngest is the same way. The black cat belongs to my youngest, where Marshmallow is the more laid-back, reserved, likes to perch up somewhere in a corner and relax and don't cause any trouble. That's my oldest. So I swear they got these cats according to their personalities.
Do you think it's
You know?
possible that the cat just adapted to your child's personality?
That could be very, very well be, because my oldest could lay on the floor and the white one would just come running to her. I mean, they are like inseparable.
You know that's what cats do, right?
The black one's the same way. It's all about the youngest.
Cats always choose one person that as a favorite. They don't
Yeah.
love people equally in the household. Cats don't do that.
No.
Yeah,
They don't want nothing to do with me unless they have to be fed.
Yes, that's how cats are. They
That's
love
it.
one person, and then everyone
Once I
else is
feed them-
tolerated.
Once I feed them, they'll look at me, and if they can flip their little finger at me with their little nail and say, F off, now I'm done with you, they would.
Yes, cats are that way.
That's just how they are. Like, literally, like, look at, I just fed him and look. You know
Look
what
at
he's doing?
him.
Let me tell you what this rascal is doing.
How
I'm
to
gonna-
change my culture.
Watch this. I'm going to tell you what he's doing. Okay, now I'm going to show you.
Oh my
You
goodness.
see this plate right here?
Yes.
Okay. This plate deliberately, if you look, has grooves in it. I'm gonna bring it up so you can see it. You see the grooves in it?
Yes.
The reason why we had to get this rat this plate was because he likes to eat his food very quickly. And when he does, once he finishes, he runs over there and pushes the black one out the way and finishes food.
Oh, he's greedy.
That's why this
Oh,
rat right here, look at all this.
that's why he's so fat.
15 pounds. 15 pounds.
Oh my God, that's a big kitty.
And it's not hair. I mean, he is a chunky butt, you know? So,
I have that issue with my dogs.
now, wait a minute. Now, I'm going to show you what he does. Look what he's doing.
Oh my God, that's so cute. I swear that's just so adorable. I have that same issue with Amadeus and Killer. You see how tiny Killer is? He's so puny. Every time I give Killer food, Amadeus will push him away and take his food. That happens all the time with the two
I
of
mean,
them.
look what he's doing. You know what he's doing, right?
He's trying to get the food.
He's waiting for Hershey to finish so he can go in and finish the rest of it. And I'm going to tell you, he waits there patiently.
Oh, what a
If
good
it
cat.
takes this black cat another 45 minutes to eat one piece, this white one will sit there patiently, wait for him to move.
Amadeus is not that patient, right? What Amadeus and Killer do all the time with their food, Amadeus is the bigger dog, so, you know, he has the height advantage. Amadeus will grab the food, take it, pick it up, drop it down, and then come back to Killer's plate and take something out of Killer's plate, take it back somewhere, drop it down, and then he guards it. Oh my, it's so ridiculous. It's like, you two better stop that nonsense.
Now, I remember what I told you about the personalities between the two cats, right? How the black one likes to instigate, has a little attitude, likes to fight with the other one, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to show a picture to prove that.
That's so cute. What's the matter, Killer?
Ready? Look at this picture right here.
What are they doing? Oh, she looks upset. Oh my God, that is so cute.
You know why she's upset? Because she didn't want her sister to hold on to the wagon handle.
Oh my goodness. It's so adorable to catch these moments. Hi, Miguel. Thank you for joining my stream. It is so adorable to capture these moments. I did that with my babies.
It's amazing. So she left, when was it, about a week and a half ago? Oh, no, what's today? Thursday. She left Tuesday because they released her mom from the hospital. So she had she drove 17 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I live here in Florida and her parents live out in Kansas. So she drove out there and it really it about killed me when she left.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like driving that long. Oh my God. Like I've done that before.
The thing is that
Ooh.
I'm always the one doing all the driving. I've been a truck driver for 15 years. I can stay up for 24 hours and drive and it would not faze me at all. But the minute I step away from behind the wheel, it's lights out. It's lights out for me. I mean, it's just naturally for me to close my eyes. I'm done. I'm going to sleep. Forget it. So for her to leave and drive 17 hours was so very uneasy for me because anything could happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that she's a bad driver because she's not. You know, it's people around her is what I'm afraid of. You know, my reaction towards someone cutting me off or coming close to hitting me is a lot faster than hers because my body's already used to it when I drive a truck, truck and trailer. You know, you're talking, I haul gasoline. I'm an 18-wheeler with a full tank of gas in the back of my trailer.
That's really dangerous.
You know, I've been doing that for 15 years. You know what I mean? So my response to other people getting too close or cutting me off is a lot faster than hers. So it kind of look, I'll be honest, I was calling every hour on the hour. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? I mean, for 17 hours, I called her on the hour to make sure she was okay.
I think if it was me in that situation, I would have her on a video chat or something. I
did.
Yeah.
Well, we did FaceTime. You know, every hour and hour we did FaceTime. I can track her on her phone to make sure she was okay. I was able to install an app on her phone that would link to the car to tell me the direction of the car, how fast she's driving, when she stopped, where she stopped. So I was able to try. That's all being recorded on my phone. And so, if anything happened, I knew exactly which way she was going, where she stopped, location, and whatever. The only thing that wouldn't tell me was what she was doing. But
So
either way,
she drove 17
still
hours
had-
to get your mother-in-law, and then 17 hours back, or 17 hours total.
it's 17 hours one way.
Oh my!
Yeah, they are in a different time zone right now.
Wow, that's
Now it's 12:48, and it is 11:48 out there right now
11. Wait, it's 12:48 a.m. here,
in Florida.
and
Yeah.
it's 11.
They're 1 hour behind over
Okay.
there. Yeah. So my girls have to get up at 7 to be ready for school, or excuse me, they have to get up at let's see, they got to get up at 6.
So adorable.
They have to get up at 6:45 to be ready for school at 7:30 their time, because it's 8 o'clock here. So they have to get up an hour early to get up to ready for school, because they're doing virtual.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they don't like that.
They're doing virtual. My youngest, or excuse me, my oldest, did kindergarten for the first time, and it was pretty easy. And she graduated kindergarten to first grade.
Oh, that's so precious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got pictures of all those, and so now we're doing virtual here, which is kind of a mess right now. But I will show you the little cubicles that we built, so when they're here. So this is where my youngest, she's in first grade.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
She sits here. This is her little schedule here, her little drawing,
That's so cute.
her ABCs. Okay, that's all hers. And then my oldest is in third grade. So this is all her scheduling, her drawing, her pictures, and everything for her little cubicle. All right here.
Oh my God, so precious.
Yeah, so, her computer goes here. We do everything right here. They got their own headphones. They go to class. When they're done, they'll step away. They know when to come back. They have their little timer. If they get done with class at 9:30 and they got to be back at 10, my youngest would know how to set her little timer for 30 minutes. And when it goes off, she'll come back to class. So,
My sister, she told me many years ago, she studied psychology, and she told me that people who get together and have children right away last forever. They'll stay together till the day that they die.
what's so funny is my wife studied psychology.
Did she say the same thing to you?
Yeah. Yeah, she studied psychology. So
My sister told me that
like I
people
said,
who
we're 10 years into it, and this is our second home that we bought here in Florida. And
the reason why you guys lasted so long is because you did it so quickly. Like, you moved so fast. So
yes. And the thing is, I don't really play into this horoscope ordeal.
I do. I used to believe in that faithfully.
But my thing is this: a lot of my best friends are born in October.
Yes, October, okay. But what does
And
that have
I
to do
was
with
born
anything?
in July. So people that are born in October and December, I really gravitate to really well. I don't know why.
Do you think that's coincidence though? I mean, that could be total coincidence. I don't know.
So
I used to really, really believe in the horoscopes, but I don't think I believe in that anymore. I used to though.
yeah,
faithfully.
so she's October 28th.
Your wife is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So and I'm July 2nd. I'm 2 days before the 4th.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think that you guys gravitate towards each other? What is it about the two signs?
What my weakness is, she's strong at.
Oh,
What's
that's
weak
so
at, I'm strong at.
precious.
So I can honestly tell you, and God is my witness, and everybody that's on this live, which is 75 people watching this on your live, I would tell you that we've never, in 10 years, never had a full blown out argument where neither one of us went to bed upset.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
I can tell you
You
that
guys
right
have
now.
the
We're
kind of love
that
that
type.
everybody wishes for.
We've always been that type where when we get into a dispute, we talk about it, we fix it, we move on. Right there.
You guys literally have that kind of love that everyone wishes that they can have.
But it's
It's
again,
true.
it's the fact what my weaknesses are, she's very strong at. You know what I mean? Where I'm strong, she's very weak, you know? And I was trying, gosh darn it, and she said no, but I was trying to buy her a new SUV before she got back.
She doesn't want it. If my husband offered me that, I would be like, baby, I'm not saying you have to get it for me, but if you did, I would not say no.
I was really. Oh, look, by the way, see what I tell you? Look, now
That's
the
how I
black
would
one's
handle that
eating it.
situation.
Look who's finishing it.
Oh my God, that little fat boy. Look at that little fat boy eating all that food. You naughty kitty.
I told
That
you
kitty's
about
a
that.
naughty kitty. Oh my goodness.
So anyways, where we were at. Okay, so I was trying to buy her a brand new SUV. So she drives. Okay, so my wife has always been a stay-at-home mom since day one. Okay?
Well, that's amazing. And you're a wonderful man for doing that. That's the way it's supposed to be. You
yeah,
are.
you know, I started my career young in driving a truck. You know, driving a truck and trailer.
But most men don't
And-
have that mentality where a woman should be at home. And, I
Yeah.
honestly feel now that a woman should be at home. I'm really big on that. I never used to be. I'm from New York, and New York mentality, women are like, no, we make our own money. But now that I live in the South, I'm comfortable being at home. Yes, I am. Sure am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
So, you know, she's a stay-at-home mom. Of course, she helps with the girls, you know, with school and whatnot. And when I first met her, she was driving a little four-door car. And, you know, she goes, you know, eventually we're going to have to get an SUV because it's going to be really, really hard for me to be putting the car seat in and out of the car.
Because you guys have the babies.
And they
Yeah.
broke away. So I said, okay. So she had a Hyundai Elantra, and she had it for like 3 months after she got pregnant. And so, so I told her, I said, you know what? Let's go look in the market. Let's see what we can find as far as an SUV for the car, for an SUV. So, so she came across a 2009 Nissan Murano, fully loaded. I mean, this thing had bells and whistles on it, unimaginable on this SUV. And so I filed that I was going to buy it. And I told the dealer that I was going to have $13,000 cash to put down. So I got approved for the SUV. So we turned around, sold her car for this guy for his teenage daughter, and we sold it for $13,000. So we're on our way to the dealer. I'm already approved. I'm getting ready to hand in the cash, you know what I mean? And we're driving. We're about a 45-minute drive to the dealer. So I had her mother call me, and I had the ringer. Now she's in the car with me too. So I had her mother call me, and I didn't let her see the screen of who was calling me. So the phone goes off, and I go to answer, and her mother hangs up the phone. So I keep the phone plugged to my ear like I'm getting ready to talk to someone. You know, like I'm talking to someone. So I go, yeah, this is William. How can I help you? And I said the guy's name that was working at the dealership. They, oh yeah, you know, what's going on? And then I pause for a second and I go, what? I did not get approved for the car? The facial expression on my wife's face, she is white, but boy, I'm telling you, she went ghost white on me. Ghost white. And she and I said, man, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do now. I said, let me talk to my wife. So I hang up. She goes, oh my God, I haven't even got a car. She just started crying. I felt so damn bad, acting this,
Oh my
So,
goodness.
we're already at the dealership. I said, you know what? Let's just go to the dealership. Maybe we can find another car. And we got there, and there's a big old bow on top of the SUV, all
Oh my
cleaned up, the
God.
tires would shine. And she go, I freaking hate you.
Oh, you are so
Yeah.
lucky. The two of you are so
So
lucky.
we went from the little car to the Murano, and then I started doing research about her SUV that at a certain mileage, the transmission would start acting up. And so
That's every car though, right? Every car always
yeah,
has these
so
issues. My car
I
has
was
as
like, you
well.
know what? I'd really like to get rid of this SUV before it acts up, whatever the case may be. And so I took her yet again. It was like 2 years later. I took her down to the dealership yet again. And I said, hey, let's go look at the cars. Maybe you want to get into a car opposed to an SUV. You know what I mean? And so I took her down, and this was back in 2012 or 13. And we were looking at the 2012 Nissan Maximas. Beautiful cars, and so
Oh, come back. Killer, why are you whining? Being a whiny dogs.
of course, you know how these salespeople work. They want to show you the most expensive car on the lot
Of course.
that you cannot afford. Okay, so here I am. I'm like, oh, I can't pay. I really don't want to pay $32,000 for a brand new car. That's my payment's going to be close to $400. My insurance is going to be out the ass, whatever the case may be. And I said, well, do you have a used one with this color? Maybe less options. He goes, yeah, we have a fleet car over here. It's fully leathered. It's the same car, but it doesn't have all the options. The one you was looking brand new at the lot. I said, all right, let's go look. So we walked over there. We looked at it. She fell in love with that car.
She fell in love with it, or she didn't fall in love
Yeah,
with
she
it?
fell in love with the Maxima. So I go and I told her, I said, let's go home and talk about it, And she goes, I really like that car. I really like that car. I really like that car. I said, all right, it sounds good. So I took a day off from work, and I told her, I said, listen, I'm gonna take the Murano to work, because when I get back, I want to be able to wash it and clean up the inside, and detail it. She said, okay. All along, she didn't know that I took a vacation day and I was going to the dealership.
Oh.
Yeah. So I took a vacation day from work. I sneaked off to the dealership. I brought the Murano back to the dealership. I just spent a month before, $1,000 on brand new tires on this SUV.
The one that you're trading in?
The one I was trading in, yeah.
Wow.
So I take it in and I show the guys the receipt. I say, hey, is there any possible way you guys can reimburse me for the amount of tires, for the cost that I put on tires? Here's the receipt. They're brand new. I went back what was original on the SUV. And they was like, sure. So they turned around and wrote me a check for $1,200 because they would reimburse me for the tires. So we processed the paperwork. I get the Maxima. I got fully extended warranty on it. I mean, I had 7-year extended warranty on this thing. So I was covered from nose to ass on this car, And so, so here it is. My normal time to get home from work is about 5 o'clock. It's already 7:30. She's trying to wonder where the hell I'm at.
Let me tell you, a woman's mind will go crazy when her husband does something out of character.
Yeah, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm almost home. I promise you, I'm almost home. And so I get halfway to the house and I call her, and I'm sitting. I call her. The timing was just right. I can hear the ambulance coming down the road.
Ambulance?
The ambulance, right. So I'm in a parking lot. I'm in a parking lot, and the ambulance is coming down the road. I'm in a parking. There's nothing wrong with me or the car. So I hurried up and called her, and she answered the phone. I said, oh my God. I said, I wrecked the SUV. The ambulance is on its way, and here comes the fire department coming down with the sirens on. I said, I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. So I hang the phone up. And then I call her back like 30 minutes later. She goes, where are you at? Where's the hospital? What's going on? I said, the SUV's totaled. Someone hit me. Blah, blah, blah. I mean,
oh my goodness. You gave her a heart attack.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And I gotta let you go. 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 And they're gonna take me to the hospital. I'll tell you what hospital I'm going to once I get there.
Oh my goodness.
I jump back in the car and I bring my butt home. Now I didn't open up the garage door because I knew the garage door would make noise and she would know that was all set up. So I backed the car up into the driveway. Now how our driveway was set up. So our front window of our house, I don't know if you can see my hand. Okay. So our front windows of our house is right here. Okay. My driveway, the entry of my garage is over here. So she can't see me at all. So I come up the road this way and I back the car in. Remember, the front of the windows of our house is over here and our garage is over here to the side. So she can't see me at all. So I back the car in and I call her back. She goes, "What hospital are you at?" I was like, "I'm at this hospital, but your mom is outside waiting on you to bring you." She opens up the garage door and I'm standing there and there's the Maxima all shined up, ready to go.
Oh my goodness. You gave her a heart attack.
That's twice in a row I've done that to her.
You gave her such a heart attack, your poor wife. I mean, not poor wife because you gave her such an awesome gift. But I think by now she should get your pattern, right? Like if this is how you do it, she should finally realize that this is how you give her gifts.
And so she didn't fall for it the third time. And I tried, but she didn't fall for it. So I was like, you know what, I gotta come up with a different scheme.
That's so adorable though. I think that's so adorable.
So we have the Maxima now. You see, we bought it, and within 3 months of buying it, we decided to move to Florida. And so we drove out here. I drove my car. She drove the Maxima out here, and we bought our house. And of course, the Maxima, she was kind of like not just lost interest in the Maxima because the girls, as far as the car seats, you know what I mean, was starting to become another issue. The reason why we traded in the SUV the first time was because of the transmission problem. That's the whole reason why we traded in for the Maxima. But now that the girls are getting a little older and you know, she's starting to lean on going back to an SUV. So I said, all right. So I said, this is what I'll do. I said, let's wait till income tax. I said, I'll go buy one that has a bad motor in it, and I'll put a motor in it, and we'll leave the Maxima in the garage. And you can drive the car that we buy.
Is a motor cheaper than a car though? Aren't motors expensive?
So check this out. So I bought an 06 Nissan Murano, and I paid $500 for the whole SUV. And it had a blown head gasket. I was not going to rebuild the head gasket with a car that had almost 200,000 miles. I said, I'm better off buying another motor and putting a motor in it. So I got another motor that had like 72,000 miles, and I paid $700 for the motor.
Oh, that actually, I never thought about doing that. That's very clever. That's extremely clever.
So I yanked the old motor out. I put the new one in, and she drove that for like 6 months. And she was really content with that, you know, and I started thinking, okay, she's really content with an SUV. For her birthday, I'm going to buy her a newer SUV.
Oh my goodness, that's so sweet.
Her birthday was coming around, and I took her right back to the Nissan dealer. And I said, you can have any SUV on the lot.
Is there any particular reason why you choose Nissan over any other car?
Reliability, very, very strong. They're very easy and very understandable to work on, as far as for me. A lot of people have a hard time understanding them, but once you get your hands on them for so many times, I could almost dissect a problem within 10 minutes on a car. And so we walk into the dealer. She test drove the Armada. She test drove the Pathfinder. She test drove the Murano, and she test drove the Nissan Rogue. And out of all of them, the one that made sense to her was the Rogue. Good on gas. Lots of room, and the price was right for us as far as our income. And so we're sitting there, and she already test drove all these cars. And here it is about the dealer's getting ready to close at 8 o'clock. and it's like 5:30, 6:30, about that time. And I'm sitting there, and here comes the transporting truck with, I think it had like 7 or 8 brand new Nissan Rogues. Brand new, like plastic on the wheels, plastic on the hood, plastic on the seats. I mean, this car was only in transport mode. So I grabbed her. We ran outside. As the truck's pulling, I said, all right, just pick one. Just pick one on the truck. Just point to one and say, that one's yours. And so she goes, that one right there. I said, number 2? Yes. The one in the middle? Yes. Okay. We went back inside, and I told the sales guy, I want the second car on the top of on the top rail of that semi. I said, not leaving here until I get that one.
Oh my gosh.
So he goes, well, we got to figure out, your payments. We got to figure out what you're trading in. I said, I'm not worried about that. I said, I want the second one on the top row from the front. Front back, I want the second one. And so the transporter started unloading the car. They bring that one around. Drove it. Fell in love with it, although it was still in shipping mode. The AC didn't work. The headlights didn't turn on. The radio didn't turn on. I mean, it was only engine, brakes, the only thing that worked on that car because it was in shipping mode. So, when
How much did it cost? How much does this car cost you having all these issues?
So watch this. So, when she got in it, it had 4.8 miles on it. 4 miles. That's all it had.
How could it have 4 miles if it has all these issues?
No. This is no. So when a new car comes in from overseas or from the factory, they leave it in transport mode. They leave it up to the dealer to activate the car.
Okay,
to activate the radio, to activate the lights, to put the hubcaps on, to put the antenna on. They leave that like that so the dealer can put it together.
Okay, I didn't know this. I just learned something new today.
Yeah, this is on every car, whether it be an Audi, whether it be a Chevy, whether it be a Ford. When they come on the semis, they are in transport mode. They have to be activated.
Transport mode is so that way people won't steal them when they're in transit? Is that why they do that?
Not necessarily. It's just easier for a manufacturer to do the main work, and the dealership can do the aftermarket work, the later work, basically. Because if they activate a whole car, they're going to spend more time getting that car together. So to save cost and to save paying an employee to do that at a manufacturing dealership, it's easier to pay a mechanic at a local dealer to do it. Why, I don't know. Okay. So
I would think that the reason why they do that is to prevent people from thiefing them. Because
no, because those cars, they're on top of the rack. The truck driver has the keys, have the paperwork to every individual car. He has all the pamphlets and the booklets for them. Okay. So when we got in it, it had, I think, 4.6 or 4.8 miles on it. Those 4 miles was just to drive it around the manufacturing, to drive it up onto the truck and drive it back off the truck. That's all the miles were from. I mean, damn thing, it had less than a quarter tank of gas in it. So they drove it around, and they parked it up front. And the guy was like, we haven't started no paperwork yet. We don't know what the down payment is. I was like, I'm not worried about all that. I know that. I said, I'm not worried about that. I said, I've been with Nissan Motor Accepting Corporation for the last 7 years. My payments have been on time. I know they're going to approve me. I'm good with this. Plus, I have a 2012 Nissan Maxima that I'm going to trade in, plus a 2006 Nissan Murano that I'm going to trade in. I had 2 vehicles to trade in for her Rogue. And so we started the paperwork, and the SUV started at $25,000, brand new. Brand spanking at 25 grand.
That's not bad. That's a pretty decent price. No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We already had equity in the Maxima by $10,000, because remember, when I went and bought the car, I put $10,000 down. So that took $10,000 down off the cost of the car. The car was $17,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so I only owed 7 on it. So the value of the car when I went to go trade it in, we only put what 2,000 miles on it, because we owned the maximum. Because remember, we just bought it and then we moved to Florida.
Yeah.
So the drive time from Kansas to here is all the most mileage we put on the car. You know, and so again, staying at home, she only went a mile here, a mile there, whatever. You know, it went to very far. And so when we went to go trade in, they turned around here in Florida, gave me every bit of what I paid for it.
Wow.
$17,000.
Wow, that's wow.
On their lot, when they went to go sell it, they had it listed for 26, because I only had 26,000 miles on that car when I traded in. And I think I got it with like 24 or 23 is all I had on it when I got it.
And like what year was it? What model was it?
But the thing that they don't understand is that the value of a car is more here in Florida than it is back in Kansas.
Interesting. That makes me wonder, like maybe I should take my car and take it down and trade it in.
Right. So you have very high value. Vehicles are valued very high here in Florida, very high. And so when I went to go trade it in, they gave me 17,000, exactly what I bought it for from the beginning. So I already had $10,000 in value. So I took those $10,000 after the.
That makes me want to drive down to Florida to get my next car.
So I took the $10,000 after they paid the remaining balance of my car, and they put it towards the equity of my SUV. So now I'm going from $25,000, I'm going down to $15,000 because I had $10,000 equity from the maximum. So here we are, you know, $15,000 into this SUV that only has like 4.8 miles on it, brand spanking new. And so where we used to live in Jacksonville, the neighbor next door he was, how can we say?
Yes, Mike, I am.
Very aggressively mean, shall we say. And to the point where he was getting a little too aggressively verbally towards my wife when I wasn't home.
Your neighbor? Your neighbor? You said your neighbor?
In my old house. So
they gotta go when they. No, you gotta go when you do that.
I ended up putting cameras up in my house.
Wow, what a piece of crap!
Just to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, what a piece of crap.
Long story short, when we went to go sell our house before we moved into the one that I'm in now, I bought the house for $89,900, and I sold it for $131,000.
That's a big difference. Wow, you having all the awesome luck.
I sold it for $131,000. When I sold it for $131,000, in order for me to buy the house I'm in now here in I say I'm right next to Fleming Island, but to buy the house that I'm in now, I had to pay my SUV off because of the debt, the debt to income ratio was too close to each other. So I had to offset them a little more. In order to buy a house, you got to offset your debt to ratio income. So your debt to income, your debt has to be lower and your income has to be higher in order for them to approve your house.
That's understandable.
So I told the mortgage company, I said, I'll tell you what, this is what you can do. I'm going to sell my house for $131,000 or $130,000. Take the principal or the equity of that, pay my SUV off, and then write me a check for the remaining balance. So they ended up writing me a check for like $13,000 and some change because remember, I only owed like, I already had my SUV for a year and I think I only owed like $13,000, $14,000.
I'm good, Mike. Thank you. That's pretty awesome. You had some awesome luck. You had some awesome
luck. We went
luck.
ahead and paid the SUV off, and we moved into the house. And I'm going to tell you right now, that SUV For 4 years old, that bad boy's sitting on 41,000 miles.
4 years old?
4 years old.
How do you guys not? Because I've been living in the South now for 2 years, right? I've had my car for about 2 years, and I put about 36,000 miles on it in 2 years' time. Then
Well,
that's just
listen,
traveling back and forth to work.
where do you live at?
That's just traveling back and forth to work.
Where do you live at?
Georgia.
Okay, so the state of Georgia, the state of Florida, their average person miles per year is about 15,000 miles a year. That is what the average person between Georgia and Florida drives.
How is that possible for it to be such a big difference? Like, I don't get it.
Okay, so I'll tell you, this is how it is. So before this pandemic happened, our school for our daughters is literally 0.4 miles away.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's less of a quarter of a mile. Okay, so a half a mile there and back is basically what she drives. Her SUV don't even warm up to full extent just to go drop the girls off from here to there. Okay, I mean, it don't even heat up. It doesn't even get hot enough. The grocery store is 2.5 miles from our house, which is Publix and Target. She stays at home, so she goes grocery shopping once a week. Our girls are doing virtual class. So if she's only driving 2 miles a week, you take those 2 miles times.
I mean, now that now that I stream and I work from home, I hardly drive my car now. So hopefully it's gonna balance out. I hope that by the time I hit the 4 years, I'm not gonna have that much more miles on it.
If you go back from the time that you started working at home and you write your mileage down at that point, and then 6 months later you write it again from working at home, you're gonna see, holy crap!
Oh, it's a big difference. Absolutely.
I only go
Big
500 miles.
Yeah, it's a big
see what I'm
difference.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing about her, because she's always been a stay-at-home mom. She only puts maybe 7,000 miles a year on her car versus 15,000 miles a year.
That's
So
very,
right
very
now,
beneficial.
when I went to go to look at the new Nissan Murano, because she likes the Muranos, they gave me, watch this, remember, it was $25,000, brand new. I put $10,000 down, that brought it to 15. It's paid for right now. I don't owe nothing on it. The dealership was gonna give me $10,500 to trade it in.
Wow, you guys, you guys, lucky you. It makes me want to go down to Florida and get a new car.
But this is where it all comes down to. It all comes down to playing the game against the dealership. Here's why.
Definitely.
Watch this. This is how I got them, and I set them up for failure. And I still can get approved for it. I just haven't done it yet. So, the SUV that my wife wants, okay, it has 23,000 miles more than what she has.
23,000
23,000 miles more currently
than what her own car has.
mine now has.
Oh, yours has. Yours has. I thought you said. Oh, okay. I misunderstood you. But go on.
So it has 23,000 miles more than what her SUV has currently. Okay. The dealership wanted 17,900 for that SUV.
What?
Okay. So,
Go on. Go on.
but it's 1 year newer. So this is what I proposed, and this is where I got the dealership. They were going to give me $10,500 for trade-in, with taxes and everything. I was going to owe roughly about $9,000 on the SUV. 23,000 miles more and 1 year newer. Okay, so I started thinking, all right. So I went, and the guy goes, "This is what it's going to be." I said, "I'm not going to accept it." I said, "I'll tell you what, meet me outside and bring a business card." So he brings me a business card. I write the $10,500, which is my car, trade-in value of my car. Okay, I wrote the $17,900, which is the SUV that I wanted to buy with the miles next to it. Okay. Right in between the middle, I told them, I said, if you can bring this SUV down to 14,000, I'll buy it.
Did he
I'll
do
buy
it?
Okay. I handed him the card and I said, now you go in and talk to your manager about this.
When you
I
say
said,
you
if
handed him the
they
card, you mean your credit card? Is that what you mean?
I said, if they're willing to do this, I'll do it. But the SUV has to be down
It's a
$14,000 for me to do it. I told him that. And I got my pickup and I left. This is Monday, Tuesday, yesterday, Wednesday. I've received 3 phone calls from the dealership each day. Now, if I go and proceed with this, okay, the miles reflecting on the SUV, I would know within 2 years the equity value of the vehicle and the miles would finally balance each other, because she only puts between 5,000 to 7,000 miles a year on the SUV. Okay.
That makes a
So
lot of
the
sense.
appreciation and the value of the car versus what I'm paying for it would finally balance out, which means that I'll be right with it. I won't be upside down. So, and I buy cars from auctions and I fix them and sell them.
That's
Like,
really
look,
smart.
I just bought, let me see, I have an 07 Infinity, I have an 06 Altima.
So when you buy these cars from auction, do you get to there was something on me. It was like some weird bug. Something was on me and I flicked it off. Like, get out of here, problem mosquito trying to bite me. No, get out of here, mosquito. When you buy these cars from auction, like, how do you know that you're getting something good? Like, what if you're getting a lemon? How do you prevent yourself from getting a lemon?
Okay, so it's illegal for an auction to sell a car that's been flooded. They do an inspection on the vehicle before they go through the assembly line to be sold.
Oh, is that just like exclusive to Florida? Because I know like it really depends on the state, right? Because there's some states where the car is as is. Whatever it is, it is. And if it's a lemon, it's a
Absolutely right.
lemon.
Here in Florida, it's illegal for them to sell a flooded car. And they inspect the car before it runs through the line. Okay. When they do the inspection, about 80% of the time, they will tell you exactly what's wrong with the car, whether it be transmission, motor, crash, where, how, whatever. Okay. And so what I look for is a lot of my cars that I buy are a lot of imports: Hondas, Toyotas, Lexus, Infinitis, Nissans, Acuras, and whatnot. So I buy them with either a bad motor or a bad transmission.
When you buy them with these things, are they cheaper? Because at auction, people are bidding. So do you choose these cars because you know no one else is going to bid against you?
No, that is where it's a cat and mouse type of game, because I can place a bid on a car because it has a bad motor and it's going to be highly expensive to replace that motor, and people would leave it alone. So if I placed, let's say, okay, so my recent car that I bought was a 2013 Nissan Altima. And it had, I think, 114,000 original miles. Transmission was bad. And that year, that transmission went for almost $1,300. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I placed a bid for $500. Is what I placed the bid for. One owner, bad transmission, $500, needs a transmission. I won that car. I think when the time closed to close on that car, no one else bid on it. I won that car for $500.
So you knew it was in advance that it would cost you $1,300 to fix the transmission. You knew that. You were aware.
That's what the average cost is for that transmission.
Okay.
But I have 4 auto parts people around here that sell auto parts, and I bought that transmission for $550.
Wow.
And I sold the car for $4,300.
That's a humongous profit.
Yeah.
I don't think you could do things like that in Georgia though. I think I'm gonna look into that. That's kind of like when people flip houses, but
Mhm.
only you're flipping cars, and that's a really clever thing to do. I think I'm gonna talk to my roommate about this when he gets home from work. Because I have a little bit of a nest egg saved up, right? That I've been living off of because I decided that I'm going to become a streamer and I'm gonna do this full time before I go back to regular work, hoping that I'm successful at this so I don't have to go back to regular work. But I wouldn't mind taking it and investing in it in something like that that's going to turn a profit. So
Right.
I think I'm definitely going to talk to them about this because it
Because
sounds like
now
there's a profit definitely to be made.
I average of of value, which means after I pay myself back for the parts that I had to put into it and the cost of the car, I average anywhere between $1,900 and about $3,000 per car.
And how often do you flip them though? Like how often and like is it like once a month you do this or
So,
like and how many per month do you do?
so the car, like for example, the car I got one right now in the garage. It's an '06 Altima. Okay, it has 145 or 146,000 original miles. It needs a transmission. I already bought the transmission. I paid $350 for the transmission. I bought the car for $100. The value of the car is $3,500. So the 8 plus the 5, do the math on that, and then you go on ahead and minus it off the 3,500. Whatever's left over was my profit. It could be anywhere between $2,200, $2,300, whatever. That's my profit.
Yeah, I mean that's still a pretty decent profit. Kiddo, cut that out. You are not getting mommy's yoga pad. That's not gonna happen. Yoga pads
So,
are for human beings.
so the transmission is bad, and I can actually do a full transmission swap out of my car in 2 days. I can drop it on Friday, raise it back up Saturday, and complete it Sunday and out of my garage.
And do you do this work yourself? You do it.
Yeah,
You do it yourself.
yeah.
Wow, your wife hit the jackpot. She really did though. You're like a Superman, like literally. You do it
You see how much
all.
battery power? I should
She
have
is
enough.
so
Yeah, I'll show you
lucky.
I'll show you my cars. Let me see.
She is one lucky woman. Absolutely. One lucky woman.
Let me open the garage door. I'll show you my toolbox. Okay, I'll show you the one car. I just bought this one here. Let me turn the outside there so you can see. And I'm gonna turn this one here because this one's gonna die eventually. There we go. Okay.
She is a lucky woman.
So I bought this one here. Let me see here if I can show it to you. That one right there. That's the '09. I just bought that one. I paid $400 for that one.
And that was at auction? You paid $400?
Yeah. I paid $400 for this one. I mean, you can't really see it much.
But when you buy these cars though, like do you have a chance to inspect them beforehand or is it you're just buying it as is?
They do that at the dealer at the auction.
You do it or like
They do.
They expect. So they'll tell you like they're supposed to like disclose any information about it. Like if there's anything wrong with it, they disclose it to you.
Yes. Here's why. Because you cannot sell a car that's been salvaged with a deployed airbag on the car. It falls under a different category. It falls under a parts car opposed of a rebuild. So when those cars come in from the auction, they have people that inspect them there, and you'll see where they'll write on the window, it'll say salvage, it'll say rebuild, it'll say crash, whatever the issue is, they'll write it on the glass. So when they do a walk around to post it on the net or on the World Wide Web for whoever to view, you can actually see what's going on with that car because it's already being pre-inspected by the auctioneer or the auction people that works there on what they're calling what the car is. So that's how that works. So now I show you here. Let me walk over here. I'm going to show you my toolbox.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. You're giving me some awesome information here. And as you're telling me this, I'm thinking to myself, how can I implement this into my life? How can I go and flip some cars to make a profit?
Turn wrenches. Learn how to turn wrenches. That's going to be your number one deal.
I don't know anything about cars though. Like I wouldn't know how to
Hey,
like swap anything out of it. So I'm thinking I would have to pay
listen,
someone to cut it
I didn't know nothing
out.
about cars. I didn't go to school. I learned on my own.
How to fix cars?
Look, for me to be certified, for me to have a plaque on this lousy wall of my garage, for me to say that I am a certified mechanic, I have to shell out $28,000 for a 9-month course.
Ooh.
9 months.
Oh, okay. You know, that's one of the bad things about our country. It's like they, in order for you to get a job, you have to have an education, but it costs so much. It's just so expensive.
This is, let me close these so you can see this. So this is my toolbox, one of my trays.
How did you did you self-teach yourself by like watching YouTube? Like how did you learn? Was it just through trial and error, just doing?
It's pretty much self-diagnostics. Okay, it's pretty much understanding how a car operates. It's like it's like a human. It's like a human in a house. Okay.
I'm gonna favorite you.
We are. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna favorite you.
So we are, as humans.
Come back.
So we as humans, we are the computer. We are the brain. Okay. A car has a computer. It's the brain. Okay. The brain and our body tells our muscles to move.
This is true.
The computer in a car tells the transmission to move. The brain in our body tells our muscles to move to turn on a light switch. Okay? We turn it on. The computer in a car tells a sensor to turn on a switch. The switch then turns on. As humans, we're almost like a car. So when I sit here and try to figure out what's wrong with the car, there's a process that I go through. Okay, 1, how strong is the battery? 2, what sensor activates that item? 3, is that sensor working? 4, is that switch is working? So I do all these tests until I actually figure out where the problem is. I go on ahead and fix it and I got it running. So when you do it repeatedly on the same style of car, which is my favorites are Nissans, when I run into that problem again, I already know where I need to go.
So you literally taught yourself through trial and error. Literally.
Yeah.
That's
and
amazing.
trust me, I got many hours of trial and error.
Well, it paid off. You know, there's different ways to learn, right? People can teach you something, or you can learn it yourself, hands-on. And people who are hands-on learners, the knowledge sticks with them.
Oh,
you know, I'm self-teaching myself how to do video production. No one's teaching it to me.
Let me tell you something. There's times you can be sitting in my living room and you can hear a cuss word clear out that way.
Because you get frustrated.
It's like that small little piece of metal that's in the bottom of your foot that you can't find.
That's so funny. You get frustrated and it's like, that sounds like me, like when I'm doing video gaming.
It gets nasty in this garage between me and this car. It gets super nasty.
That is too funny. That is too funny.
So this car here, I'm going to show you the inside of it. I paid $800 for this car. Okay. Look at the seats.
Are they leather?
They are leather.
You paid $800 and you have leather seats?
Yeah, here's the back seat. I wish I had a light. I could show you the back seat, but this is
Wow.
the back seat.
Wow. Freaking awesome.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to do with this one, this is the one that needs a transmission. Okay. And I already have the transmission sitting over here. I show it to you. So the transmission is right here. I have it right here. That transmission only has, I believe, either 26 or 127,000 miles on that transmission. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to fully redesign the whole car. When I say redesign it, because this car actually has the high performance Nissan 350Z motor in it.
When you redesign it, are you going to sell that one too, or are you going to keep it for
Yeah, no,
personal
I'm
use?
selling this one. So I'm going to recustomize the whole car. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm going to put the transmission in. I'm doing away with these stock wheels and tires. Okay. And I'm going to put these on. And I already bought them. I just got to put tires on them. Right on here. Get them out.
I got mosquitoes biting me. Oh God, I can't stand mosquitoes.
Hang on here. Let me set this tire over here.
Let me change this.
Oh, now I can show you. All right, here's the rims. Let's go on that car.
Oh wow, that's nice.
So I'm going from here. I'm going from these stock wheels.
Yeah, those are like the manufacturer ones, right?
Say what?
Those are like the manufacturer ones. The manufacturer.
Yeah, I'm taking the stock ones off. I'm putting the aftermarket ones off. Yeah. And
So how much? Okay, if you're gonna like invest all this money in the car, but how much are you going to be investing versus what you're gonna make a profit? Like if you redesign the car entirely, I'm sorry, I have to get comfortable because mosquitoes are biting, and I'm trying to whack them off of me. If you redesign this car, obviously you're putting an expense into it.
right.
Would it actually be profitable, like compared to the past profits that you just made?
So when I do a transmission, I charge myself $400 to do a transmission.
You charge yourself? You mean like
$400.
you pay
So
yourself?
it's labor. I pretty much charge myself as labor $400.
Okay.
Okay. So I make $100 in a car. I'm charging $400 for labor for transmission. That's $1,200. Okay. That's $1,200 already. Then I'm going to repaint certain sections of the car because the paint's faded or the clear coat's coming off. So I'll sand that down. Once that's sanded down, my neighbor across the street will come over and he'll shoot it for me. I pay him $100 to do it. Okay. The rims right here. So now I am 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm $13 in the hole. Okay. Because I had to pay him $100 to do this. Okay.
Yeah,
I already have the paint because I keep that in stock. And remember, 1 quart of paint, I can almost paint about 4 cars with that, not just one.
Oh,
Because
wow.
you have to dilute it, you got to add these additives and whatnot to it to make it work. Okay, so now I'm $1,400 in the hole. These rims right here, they're brand spanking new. They've never been mounted in a car. I paid $280 for these.
Each rim?
All 4.
You got 4 rims for that price?
Yes.
How are you getting these good prices? Are you going to wholesale places? Like, how are you getting such good prices?
Let me
for
tell you
these
something.
things?
Let me tell you something. Marketplace.
Marketplace, like online, you mean? Like just finding it on Google?
On Facebook. The marketplace on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes
the
sense.
story behind these rims, they are DPS. So DPS, they sell very high quality rims. Okay, you can spend about $800 to $1,000 for the name brand of a DPS wheels. These wheels are knockoffs of DPS.
Okay.
So you can't really sell them for top quality wheels. because they're knockoffs of the actual style rims.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I know
paid-
if I was buying something, I wouldn't
yeah,
want the
I paid-
knockoff.
Yeah, I paid $280 for all 4 rims. To put new tires on it is going to cost me, what is it, $35 a tire? I think it was like $150. I think it was going to rent me for 4 tires. They're going to be good used tires. They're not going to be just some junky ass split tires. They're going to have a lot of life on the tires. So now I am, let's see here, 14, 15, 16, 1600, 1700. So I'll be about $1,800 in the hole.
Okay, $1,800.
Now, you take, I don't know if you have a calculator in front of you, but I know I have one on my phone. But if you have a calculator, if you take $1,800 minus $3,700, that would tell you what my profit is.
Minus 3,700.
Yes.
You said 1,800
Mm-hmm.
minus 3,700. So you're getting paid 3,700, and you take away 18. So you take away 1,000 from 3. That's 2,000. So it's your profit is $1,800. What $1,900.
There you go.
If I did the
I made almost $2,000 on this car. A profit.
Wow. Well, we have to also think about like the time you put in to it as well. The
Remember,
hours. Oh, that you're paying yourself $400.
I already did
Yeah, you
for the
did.
transmission, and I'm paying my neighbor to pay it for $100.
Okay.
And I don't have to mount the wheels on the rims. I'll pay for those to get it done.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So now here's another one. This car right here, the one
Let's see it.
right here.
Okay.
Okay. It has, watch this. It has an original 99,066 miles.
Did you say 99,000 miles?
99,000 miles. That SUV right there. I paid $500 for it.
That's a lot.
No.
99,000 miles is a lot.
99,000 miles. Okay. And I paid $500 for it. Okay. Right here. It has a blown head gasket. It's going to cost me about $300 to do the head gasket.
What are you
I
going to do
charge
about
you.
the mileage on the car, though? Nobody wants to buy a car with that much mileage. I know if it was me, I wouldn't. If somebody tried to sell me a car for 99,000 miles, there's no way I'm buying my
Okay.
car for them. No way. I'm not doing it. That's too many
Okay. So,
miles.
what year is your car?
2019.
19 what?
2019. Oh, it's a Kia Forte. 2019.
Okay. Realize, all right, that imports depreciate 60%. Or excuse me, imports depreciate 15% every 3 years.
In value, you mean?
In
Like
value.
in value.
15% in 3 years.
And how does it work with like American cars?
American cars is 60% the same day you drive it off the lot.
They depreciate more than an imported car?
Yes.
Why? Why is that?
Because the reliability of an import, they last longer than most American cars.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
that makes a lot of sense.
this SUV right here, okay, I paid $500 for it. Okay. It has a blown head gasket. It's going to cost me $300 to get the job done. I'm charging myself $300 to do it. So I'm $600. So now I'm $1,100. The value with the low miles on this SUV, what Kelly Blue Books, the KBB gives it on this SUV is $4,100. that is where that SUV is valued at, depending on the condition of the interior or the exterior of the vehicle. This is a one owner. I'm the second owner that owns it. But I'm going to rebuild the engine, leave the original engine in it, and sell it and list it for $41. Now, I know I'm not going to get $4,100. I know that for a fact.
Is that the same one with the 99,000 miles, or that's a different car?
Yes.
It's the same
That's the
one.
one with the 99,000 miles.
Wait,
Yes.
so you're not gonna like give it a new engine? You're just going to rebuild the engine?
I'm going to redo the head gasket on the original engine. Here's why. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because if I leave the original engine in it, it's valued more than if I was to take it out and put another motor in.
But that doesn't make any sense to me. Like if you're putting
Yes,
a
it
brand
does.
new,
You know why? You know why? Listen to this. Because the reason is because the engine, if I was to take it out and put another engine in it, when they pull the VIN number on that engine, if that engine has, watch this, I can go buy another motor for it, but that motor might have 150,000 miles on it. So when they go run the VIN number on that engine that I put in it, I can sell it only for the.
Oh no, the box got damaged. Let's fix that. It's glitched. It glitched. The box got broken. We gotta fix it. We gotta fix it. Oh no, the box is broken. Oh great. No, I was learning so much. I was learning so much about how to sell cars. And he's gone now. Come back. Oh, I love when people share their knowledge. Oh Lord. When that happens, I guess it's time to skedadaroni. Is he coming back? Is he gonna find me? Oh, poops. No. All right, I lost him. That thing glitched and I lost him. I don't know what happens with that sometimes. Well, I don't know. I was about to play Among Us, but I think I'm a little bit sleepy now, guys. I think I'm a little bit sleepy. Okay, so we're not. All right, I guess I'm gonna end stream now then, guys. I was learning a lot. I hope everyone who was watching and who heard what he had to say learned a lot too. So with that, we're going to, let's change it to podcasting. Podcasting. Okay. Okay. Hi, Cinesix. Welcome back. I don't know if you were still watching or not, Cinesix, but I had a viewer on here who was talking about how he flips cars, and it was very interesting to hear what he had to say. But my Scout box just got damaged, and he hasn't come back, so I think he can't find me. I think that's what the problem is. I hope you guys learned a lot, because I did. I learned a lot from this guy just now. and I'm very curious about it. So I'm actually going to implement some of the stuff that he taught me. All right, but with that being said, guys, you was on and off. Oh my goodness, we got to get you on all the time. You can't leave me. do, do not leave me, my darling. Do not leave me, my darling. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna end stream now. I know I didn't really stream too long, guys. I only did like a 3-hour stream, but I am getting sleepy. I did have a long day. Thank you so much for sharing that knowledge with me. I did give you a favorite, and I'm gonna talk to you soon. Cinestics. Next time you stay with me the whole time, I'm gonna give you a pow pow. Thank you, my darling. Good night to everyone who was watching me. Kisses. Kisses. And to anyone who gave me gifts. Kisses. Kisses. To anyone who subbed to me today. Kisses. Kisses. I think tomorrow we'll do some gaming. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Wait, no, what is tomorrow? Is it Thursday? It is Thursday. Today's Thursday. Friday, we're going to do gaming. Or maybe Thursday early in the morning. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You guys know how it is. I'm probably going to go to the gym around 5 or 6 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to get some rest. Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I really want to be doing right now? I want to sit back in the bed and I want to watch Hulu. There's this show that I'm watching. It's called Legion. And I enjoy it. It's from FX and it's playing on Hulu. I enjoy it a whole entire lot. And that's really what I want to do right now. I want to start watching some TV. And since we can't do it on stream because of copywriting issues, that's the reason why. I might just go on my Discord and yeah, I might hang out on my Discord. So if you guys want to, you can come onto my Discord now. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go on my Discord. I think I'm gonna go on my Discord and my OnlyFans right now. At least that way I know I don't have to worry about like plagiarism or anything or copywriting issues. Because I want to watch some TV. So if you guys want to like watch whatever I'm watching now, come onto my Discord and we can watch it together. Because when we do it on like live platforms, they'll have you banned for it, and I don't want to get banned for anything. Cinestics, are you on my Discord? Hi, Mr. Wonderful. Mr. Wonderful, Discord is it's a, I don't know how to describe this thing. Think of it as you having your own server. Hey, Mr. Wonderful. I don't know what happened to the box, but it does that from time to time. Sometimes it will just knock you off and I have to reset it. But I'm actually going to end stream now. I really enjoyed all the information that you shared, and I hope that you come to my stream on a regular basis. I really do. Because what you shared was really enlightening. And, you know, I always appreciate when my viewers come and they give us this kind of knowledge. I love being given knowledge, regardless of what that knowledge is. But the fact that you shared so much knowledge with my viewers, which can help them to become financially independent, like I really do appreciate that. So I want to thank you on behalf of all of my viewers who got to watch today and hear what you had to say.
Well, it's about you know, going after what you enjoy doing.
Well, most people aren't willing to share that kind of knowledge. Like people are very selfish when it comes to sharing knowledge, and you just shared a whole lot of it.
You know, I used to work 5 days a week. I really did. You know, and I was getting burned out. You know, and I kept telling myself, you know, I'm working all these hours, you know,
to never see any of your money because
I'm giving, you know, I'm paying all this money to the man that I should be making my own money, you know. And so with me stepping away from my job, I actually only work 3 days. Wednesday is my Monday, tomorrow's my Thursday, and then I got Friday. I only work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I had Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off to do what I want to do.
That's so freaking
my passion has always been cars. There's something about freaking cars that is just, I like the challenge. And if people would enjoy that, if people would accept the challenge on what they like to do, rather it be flipping houses, rather it be making music, rather it be working on cars, rather it be cutting hair, whatever it is, if you continue doing that, you're going to get better as you go.
I'm literally
And
gonna
that's
like talk to my roommate about it, Mr. Wonderful.
and,
Like I
and
really am.
that
I'm gonna tell him what
that's
I learned from you today.
and that's where I've gotten. That is where it put me. You know, listen, when I first started working on cars, I started off with a $46 tool set 10 years ago. $46 tool set. And now I got over $5,000 of mechanical tools in my garage. You know, because I've advanced and I enjoy what I like to do. That's just, it's my passion. You know, people can call me a backyard mechanic. They can call me a junkyard mechanic, whatever the case
I call
may
you a
be.
businessman. I call you an entrepreneur.
You know?
I'm not calling you any of those things. You're a
I-
businessman and an
I've
entrepreneur.
been called that, you know.
Because
But
you
when
getting
their
that
car
money.
breaks down, when their car breaks down and the dealership wants to charge them an arm and a leg, I don't do this. I don't work on people's cars to make a living. I make my living off selling cars. You know, the whole reason why I have a shop that's opened up on Saturdays and Sundays is because about 90% of the American people can't go and get their car worked on during the week because they have a job to attend.
Yes, this is true.
You know, so for me, I'm open Saturdays and Sundays to help those people that can't do it during the week. You know, so and it benefits me because I stay busy and I make money because there aren't very many shops that are open Saturdays and Sundays. You know, so that's the whole reason. Now, listen, I don't make a lot of money working on other people's cars. I really, really don't. If my livelihood was depending on working on other people's cars, I'll be sleeping under your doorstep. Okay, because honestly, I don't charge people a lot of money. You know, it's funny because it costs more in parts than it does in labor. Watch this. If you brought me your car, say, look, I need four brake pads and rotors on my car. I'm only charging you $15 a side. That's $60 in labor. It's $200 in parts.
Yeah, I don't think most people would charge so little for services like that. I don't think
You
so.
can take it down
Yeah.
to Firestone, Goodyear, Tires Plus, where
You can take your car down to places like that and they won't actually do the work on your car. They'll charge you for it, but they're not actually going to do the work on your car. Like they've done studies that show
you're
that.
gonna be $500-$600 in the hole. Easy.
Yeah.
You know? And the thing is that I transfer the warranty for my parts, I transfer them to you. If I tell you, look, you have lifetime warranty on these pads. When these pads go bad, bring me the car back, you pay me $60 more, and I'll replace all 4 of your brake pads for free.
Wow.
I mean, what kind of better deal can you get out of that? If I put 4 new shocks on your car and you got lifetime warranty on your shocks, 3 years from now, one goes bad. You just pay me $50 just to replace the one that's bad. It didn't cost you nothing in parts because I'm validating the warranty that for the lifetime warranty, I'm giving you that to you. I'm just asking you to bring it back to me so we can get it done.
You know what? You're a good businessman. I'll tell you that. You're
You know,
a good businessman.
but-
I see
but
no
it-
reason why someone would not want to come to you if you're making prices so affordable. Do you advertise
but-
your stuff like on Facebook and such?
I don't advertise. I'm all word of mouth.
Oh, okay. Well, let me advertise for you on my stream.
Okay, but listen to this story. Watch this story. About 2 months ago, which the guy just called me yesterday, he lives 1 hour north of Brunswick, Georgia. Okay, and he needed a motor for his wife's car, which is a Nissan Altima. Well, it's a very sentimental car because that car belonged to his wife's mother. She passed away, so she wants to hold on to the car as a memory. Okay, my name traveled. Who? I don't know. But someone here in Jacksonville gave him my cell phone number to call me 1 hour north of Brunswick, Georgia.
Wow. I think
I
you're gonna be the new
worked
person
on-
I go to when I need services on my car.
I worked on whoever's car it was that I worked on referred me to them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, again, I treat everyone's car like it's mine. Like if you brought me your car, I'm going to treat it like I own it. Like I want to make sure that it drives right. If I find something out of place, I'm going to tell you, say, look, just so you know, this is out of place. This might need some attention.
Mr. Wonderful, what kind of social media do you use? Because I said I was going to go on my Discord, but you said you don't have Discord. Although I
don't.
suggest you get Discord. Discord is an amazing application to have. It's
I don't.
amazing.
Is it? Can I get it through?
It's
like
free.
The App Store?
Discord is free, and I think like you can upgrade to a premium where it doesn't limit like how much data you can send when you're sending like a picture or something.
Mhm.
But using the free version is still amazing. So kind of think of it as having your own private, like it's as a server. It's your own server, but kind of think of it as being like, wow, you can use this for so many things. Like say for instance, if you want to start your own like chat group where that's public, where people can find you and just chat there, you can do that. If you want to do like video conferencing, you can do that. If you want to do live streams from there, you can do that. It's a really amazing app, and it allows you to build a community, a following, where it's kind of like the way people do when we're streaming, but there's no restrictions because you make all the rules. So it's an
Okay.
awesome app, and I would suggest that you download it. But because you said you don't have it, what do you have? Because I would like to keep in contact with you. And
I have Instagram.
okay, awesome. Let me find out what your Instagram is right now.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on a second. All right, let me get to my Instagram. My dog is so funny. He's like right by my feet. Oh, thank you, Mo. Did I say your name right? Mulvert? I'm not sure if I said that right. Wait, do you have Twitter? Because I'm logged into Twitter right now. I'm not even logged into Instagram.
Honestly, I know I do. I haven't logged on it in a long
Okay,
time.
let me find the Instagram then.
So
I just gotta log onto it.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram because I actually have an Instagram page that's opened up for some of the cars that I fixed and sold. Like I do the befores and afters.
Okay, I'm logging on to Instagram. It's gotta give the computer a little while too. All right, what is your Instagram name?
Okay, let me see.
Oh no, it did it again. This thing always does this. It's breaking. Hold on. All right, my darling. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna log off after I get his Instagram. And if you guys want, come onto my Discord server so we can watch a movie together, because you know we can't do it while streaming. So let me get
Do
your
you know-
Instagram.
Do you know how to send me a private message on here?
It won't let me do it because we're cross-platform. I'm on Scout and you're using another one. That's why I wanted your Instagram.
Okay. Let me see here.
You know what you could do? You could type your Instagram in the chat room if you want. I could screenshot it and then find you that way. And then
Yeah,
send
I
you-
gotta run to my iMac because it's pretty lengthy. Hang on. Let me run over here and plug it in before I lose power. That's what happened earlier. I lost power on my phone and I killed
Or
it.
if you see in the background my signs, that's my name on everything, Dominus Essence. That's what I use on all of my other social media. So if you literally can Google that name and you will find me everywhere on social media, like everywhere on the internet. My website's gonna come up. Everything about me will come up if you do that. Like you can see the sign in the background, and then I have that number to call. So it's Dominus Essence. That's my website. But if you just Google Dominus Essence, you'll find my IG, my Twitter, my Discord, my live streams. Everything will be on there.
Okay, I'll write that down then.
Because I did favorite you, but again, we're cross-platform. So literally, the only way we will be able to talk to each other is if we come on live. That's the only way I will be able to talk to you. But you're someone I definitely want to stay in contact with. So I am going to promote you on my streams and maybe bring you some other customers.
Let's see here. I should have it already opened up here. Okay.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just write this down here. Let me get a piece of paper here. Write this down.
Yeah, that's my website. My website is very confusing. I'm still working on it, but I work independently as a streamer, and it takes me forever to do things. I'm learning it all. I'm learning the video production, the Photoshop,
I have
and all
my
that.
Instagram up. Hang on.
Okay.
Here.
Then just fill out your Instagram name, and I'll send you a DM on Instagram, and then you can.
Okay.
add
My
information.
Instagram, it's pretty lengthy. You ready?
Yep.
Is automotive
Okay. Auto.
underscore repairs.
Oh, hold on. Auto. Okay. Underscore
Yeah,
is like the.
I'll show it to you. Hang on. Can you let me know if you can see it?
Or you could type it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll do
You
that
type
right
it
now.
in
Hang
the
on.
chat. Killer, what are you doing? My dog is too funny, right? He's ready to go to sleep. He's ready to go to sleep. He's like, Mommy, I'm tired. He was complaining, and I'm like, stop complaining. And he's coming by my feet, and he's throwing himself on his back because he wants to go to bed. So he's basically telling me, end my stream right now so we can go to the room. That's what my little dog is telling me right now.
Automotive underscore repairs underscore. So,
Okay.
there you go. That's it right there.
Ooh, that's a big name. Okay. Automotive.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not very intelligent when it comes to like some of these like social media stuff.
It's okay. I'm not tech savvy, and I had to learn. The people who
I'm
are
a
tech
little-
savvy are the people who.
I'm a little slow and behind on some of this stuff.
Well, it's because it's within our generation. Like we didn't grow up with these things. Is
No.
it William? Are you William?
Yes.
Okay, because there's two came up. There's William and there's Zach.
No, it's William.
Okay.
You should see a picture of the back end of a white car.
Yep. Okay.
That's it.
That is you. I got you. I'm gonna follow you. So I just hit you a follow, and I'm going to also chat you. But here we go. Okay.
Yeah, my phone just alerted me.
I still want you to join the Discord though. So I think I'm gonna send you the Discord link to the server so that you can check it out.
Yeah, I want you to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the invite from my server, and then when you get the invite from my server, if you don't have Discord, it's going to help you to register. So
Okay.
once you register, it's gonna automatically add you to my Discord server. Discord is way more complicated to learn than the other messaging apps, but I do suggest you do it because it's more secure. Go online and get some tutorials. There's this guy that I learned from, which I can't remember his name, but this white dude who does podcasting, he is amazing. Like he was an amazing teacher. I learned how to use Discord by watching his YouTube channel. He was a Twitch streamer originally, which is what I do. I'm a Twitch streamer, but he moved over to YouTube and did phenomenal there. I learned how to use Discord through him, and he breaks down the steps and how to make your server secure. Learn from him and really learn how to use Discord and use it to your advantage. It's such an amazing app. I never would have imagined that I would come across something like that, something like Discord. It does it all. It does everything that any other messenger does, but 10 times better. Right, so I just sent you the link to my Discord server. We have someone who's Spanish speaking in my Twitch stream, but I don't. Okay, so I'll read what you said. ¿Por qué no presentas al calidad de presidenta? ¿Por qué Biden y Trump están casi muertos? I'm not even sure what you said. I can read it. Ozito. Oh, Ozito. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Did I say it wrong? That's what he said. He said, ¿por qué no presentas a candidata de presidente de IIUU? ¿Por qué Biden y Trump están casi muertos? That's what he said. I'm not sure what he meant by that because I don't know what he means. You making fun of my Spanish? Osito, what are you saying, Osito? Osito, what are you saying? Stop your nonsense. What are you saying to me, Osito? You better stop that nonsense, Osito. All right, my darlings. I'm about to watch that show, Legion. If you guys want to watch it with me, go to my Discord. And let me give you my Discord server again. Okay, go to my Discord and add me there. I'm going to do it where you guys can see what I'm watching. Okay, because we're gonna do, it's on Hulu. So I think I don't know about how it works with the sound though. That's the problem. If I do it from my MacBook, it doesn't, the sound doesn't travel. It doesn't pick up the media sound. I would need to hook it up to the microphone in order for you to hear it. I'm gonna make it work, okay? I'm gonna go on to Hulu and screen mirror. Oh no, but I can't do it. I'm gonna do it on my Discord. I'm gonna stream the video from my Discord server. So if you guys want to watch that show with me now, which is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get comfortable. I'm gonna put on my rag on my head. I'm gonna get in my PJs. I'm gonna lay in bed. We're gonna watch the show Legion together right now. That's what we're gonna do. So everyone, everyone who wants to watch that show with me, add my Discord server, and I will open up a show Discord or something on there. Mr. Wonderful, it was awesome meeting you. I'm so glad I got to meet you. We will stay in contact with each other through Instagram. Hopefully you'll join the Discord server. But I definitely want you to come onto the stream more often. Like, come every day. Come every day. You're a very interesting person, and I really look forward to hearing what you have to say. All right? With that being said, my darlings, I'm going to bid you adieu. Nighty night night to all of you. I will see you guys soon. Bye, my darlings. Okay, my Twitch viewers. Love you so much. Love you so much. Bye, my darlings.